Ontario dominating the first half.
We got a taste of it here tonight.
Make the final 9-3 over Manitoba.
Coming into the week, I think we all would have said, you know what, put us in the semi Saturday night.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You just come out and just get locked right in right from the get-go.
Right up! Go, 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 go!
What a beauty.
The last time I checked, that means we got to win 2 games. Let's go.
It's semifinal Saturday night here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and this has been our home for the last week and a half, the Credit Union Center. We're down to 3 teams battling it out for a national championship at the Tim Hortons Brier. This afternoon, history was made in the 3-4 game as brothers played in the playoffs against each other for the first time ever. What a story Jamie Cooey was. Unfortunately, it was not to be. Taking on his brother Kevin, 8th end, a really tough shot, ends up spilling out his own yellow rock, and there it is. 4 for Team Alberta as they cruised on to victory. 10-6 was the final. No one's been more consistent over the last few years than Glenn Howard and Team Ontario since 2006. Now 6 appearances in the final. He'll await the winner of this one between these 2 teams. And of course, the loser will take on the Yukon Northwest Territories for that bronze medal tomorrow morning. But what a game tonight between Manitoba and Alberta. The fans have been fantastic all week long here at the Credit Union Center. Very knowledgeable, and they've been treated to top-notch curling. There's Rob Fowler, his team trying to rebound from that disappointment last night against Team Ontario, the first team to come out of Brandon in over 20 years. And of course, the team from the Glencoe out of Calgary, Kevin Cooey, trying to get back to that final. Carter Rycroft made some fantastic shots earlier today, had that triple, had a nice split to really get the momentum going. And that brings us to this crucial game tonight, Alberta, Manitoba in the semifinal. So glad you're with us on this Saturday night. Brian Mudryk with you. It has been a fantastic round robin the last week and a half, and one of the most exciting games came between these 2 teams on Wednesday night as Rob Fowler, Kevin Cooey, they traded some fantastic shots. Manitoba ended up winning that game. One storyline we'll be watching very closely, the health of Pat Simmons. He has a chest infection right now. He was really, really tired and really battled hard on the ice earlier today. He will play tonight. He actually curled 89%, and of course, Blake McDonald ready to go in if need be. Of course, Blake, a familiar face. He was on this team when they won the Brier back in 2010. Now to the man calling the action tonight, Nick Crowder.
Hello, Canada. Linda and Russ alongside. Question marks are the last thing you would want going into the biggest game of your curling season, but there are questions. And when you talk about Manitoba, Linda, the question is, they were pasted last night by Ontario. Can they bounce back?
It's a big question because it wasn't just a loss. It was a lopsided loss. They were dominated by Ontario in every category. They were out-curled and out-skipped. So what do? Well, first of all, I think you throw out the playbook. It was too complicated. Rob Fowler struggled. He needs more room to score. And that's another point. The team have to play their best, in particular the front 3, to take the pressure off the rookie skip.
Russ, 2 questions actually for Alberta. Was the team that we saw beat the Territories in that 3-4 game, the team that started off with 6 straight wins, and also, as Brian referred, the man, the second from the right, Pat Simmons, his health.
Oh, no kidding, Vic. You know, the Manitoba, or Alberta, sorry, has had 2 different seasons here almost. 6-0 at the start, 3-3 lately. The first half of that game against the Territories, they looked like the 3-3 team. They flipped the switch in the 5th end break. They were dominant in the second half, just like they were in the first part of the round robin with a 6-0 record. They were really good. Pat Simmons is the other question mark for sure. He is putting on a gritty performance, played really well in that game. High numbers, but quick turnaround for this game tonight. Can he do it again?
It is semifinal Saturday night in Saskatoon at the Tim Hortons Brier. Rob Fowler. You can hear live. We're now calling line. Brought it back. Oh, now he's sitting 3. He's right from. You can hear Simmons. They're going to run this back. There they go. And count them up. 3 for Alberta.
The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Roll Up the Rim to Win. It's time for Tim's. The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford, official automotive partner of the Canadian Curling Association. By M&M Meat Shops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle. And by Sponge Towels, paper towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
The team's going through their final practice slides. This building is as full as it's been all week, as you might expect on this championship weekend. It is the semifinal, Alberta, Manitoba. Time to meet the teams now. Brought to you by Ford. Drive one.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooley, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Nolan Thiessen, second Carter Rycroft, third Pat Simmons, and we curl out of the Glencoe Curling Club in Calgary.
Hi, I'm Rob Fowler, skip from Team Manitoba. Our lead is Derek Samagalski. Our second is Richard Daniel. Our third is Alan Lyburn, and we curl out of the Brandon Curling Club in Brandon, Manitoba.
Now, both these teams finished with identical records of 8 wins and 3 losses. But remember that Wednesday night, Manitoba won over Alberta, so they were seated higher. Choice of stones or hammer went to Manitoba. They've elected to take the last rock, so Rob Fowler and his team from Brandon will play the yellow stones. They have the last rock. Alberta has selected the red stones, the same stones they played with this afternoon. Getting us underway, the Alberta lead is Nolan Thiessen.
That is the one nice thing for Alberta. One question out of the way, I guess you could say, and that is the stones. They are using the same ones and felt pretty confident, I think, with them. Manitoba making the one change, just one stone changed out. Same sheet, but a different number that they brought on.
Practice looked perfect as usual. Hans has really got a handle on this ice. It helps to have two single games like this during the day. Keeps the building cooler, and they can really control that ice surface temperature.
Go all the way to the back gate.
I think it's back.
Well, just make sure.
Now, the one intangible we talk about very often is you have one team coming off a loss and a day's rest, and another team right on the ice again. And for Alberta, they're on the ice again. Yeah, I think they should stay aggressive early and use those run backs, including the ones made by Carter Rycroft, key ones earlier today, to get the scoring happening.
Hard! Yep!
Keep it on a roll if you're Alberta.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Now, Vic, for Manitoba, I told them this last night and they didn't listen, so we'll see. See if it works today. You can't get that clutter around the middle. You have to leave more space, more than the 4 foot even, for Rob Fowler to score, especially when you've got the hammer. You have to open up that house. Take a little lesson from what Glenn Howard did against you last night.
Line's good.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
8, 9, fine, yeah, it's a little more.
Stay close.
A little more.
It's fine. Line's good right now.
It is interesting, though, Russ, when you look at the rock colors.
Line's good.
Ontario, with their choice of stones last night, and they had both because of their clearly superior record. They had the last rock, and they chose a red set. And they won against Manitoba playing yellow. Earlier today, Alberta had the choice. Their red stones won over the territories, and now tonight Alberta has selected the red rocks, Manitoba electing to go with hammer instead.
The rocks are so important, and in this case, you know, when the record's the same, you can't get both, so you have to go with hammer in a big game like this. There's only 10 ends, and you know, you then have to move around and get the. If you don't get hammer, you then have choice of rocks in this case, and you certainly pick the ones you like. And Alberta played very well this afternoon, and Ontario was incredible with the red rocks yesterday.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, way heavier there, eh?
Yeah.
Well, if you talk about the red stones, there was only one sheet in which there was a majority of wins. That was sheet A. The Stones rolled 83% over round robin play and won 13 of 16 games. The other two sheets, they were 82% on either sheet, and the wins were below majority. So there was a little question mark, but I think Alberta was very happy with their selection.
If you're ever in this situation, be very careful because you play it's a long week. You play every sheet at least twice, most of them 3 times. You might look at your percentage at the end of the week and say, well, I'm the second stone. I curled 92% on sheet B red, so I'm going to take my 3-4 off of B. That doesn't mean they're matched up with other rocks that other players played well with. You have to group them together, and in that half-hour practice before this big game, make sure you throw all 8 in that same spot and get used to them.
So for Manitoba, they chose from B, C, and D. And on B and C, those were the stones with the better percentages, 84% on both sheets and the majority of wins. But as Russ said, both teams took time to take the stones they thought were the best and make sure they were still happy in practice.
As we play second stones here in this opening end of play, Manitoba does have last rock, and they have one right on the lid.
Yep. Wait on. Hard. Through. It's light. Gotta go. Yep. Go. Come on. Hard, boys. Hard. Let's go. Come on, hard. Go. Go, go, go.
Simmons will back out again. And it'll be Nolan Thiessen. And that's what we'll watch too tonight is, in fact, Pat Simmons and the brushing. That is where he suffers the most. He has the chest infection, and he has been taking medication, but he, well, today almost, he looked green. He looked pale, yet was able to survive all, at least 8 of the 9 ends they played.
So here is that bailout moment, trying to get a little more open.
Bumper up! Well firm, Rob. Well firm. Hard! Whoa! 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 6. Good shot. 6. Spin in.
Shooter rolls over. May it spin in. Look at that. It does. And maybe used later. So a question mark remains. Brian Pat Simmons throwing third stones for Alberta.
Vic, it's been a long week and a long day for Pat Simmons. As we told you at the top of the show, he has that chest infection right now. He really struggled earlier today. Now, he didn't have enough time to go back to the hotel and get a few hours of sleep. He went back into the players' area, and I've been told he's so ill right now, he's having a hard time getting any sleep. So I talked to their coach, John Dunn, before this one. I said, what's the game plan with managing Pat? And he said it's pretty simple. He's going to play till he falls down. He's going to have to be literally dragged off the ice for Blake McDonald to get in, and you have to give Pat credit. 89% earlier today, and he continues to gut it out.
So there is Blake McDonald, who is the 5th player. Earlier today, we actually saw him just prior to the 5th end break. We thought there would be a change. He went out to the stationary bikes, which are located just outside the ice surface, got warmed up, came in and stretched, and he still didn't make the change.
Look at this.
How's that?
I don't think he's leaving anytime soon.
No. And let's remember now, this is a Saskatchewan crowd. He is a Saskatchewan boy.
And no matter how you look at it, that's not an easy shot. And the upweight earlier seemed to be a bit of a problem at the start of the game anyways. Very nicely done.
Fresh pebble. You haven't thrown a rock out there even in practice. How hard do you throw it? How much is it going to finish? Just a pistol.
Simmons got a nice ovation from the crowd when he entered the building. There was some question at the start of this event how he would be received now playing for Alberta.
Whoa!
Alan Liburn throwing the third stones for the Manitoba champions out of Brandon.
Carol! Good. Good. That's fine.
Did you think he could get all 3?
No, I don't think so, Vic, but they were trying to hang around. Would have been nicer.
Yeah. Fight the top 8. Even right beside it's okay.
Sure. Yeah.
That was a very nice shot by Allen. He had a great round robin. Made a lot of huge shots for Rob Fowler.
The spot's been a little bit straighter in the last 2 days. See the broom just a couple inches inside edge of the 8. They're usually a couple inches outside edge of the 8 for this shot.
Real.
Light, hard.
Top 8.
Where are you?
3. Hard then. You got room. Whoa, whoa, Nolan. Get off it.
Whoa, if you can. 5. Oh, then.
No, then.
It's got to curl. Got to finish it.
Can you leave it short? Hard. No.
Hard.
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 Go.
Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Go.
So here they are playing against each other at the third position. You've got Simmons, who is, of course, a chiropractor. And Alan Lyburn, the third for Manitoba. Before he left Brandon, he had to go see a chiropractor. His back was that bad. When he first got here, guess who treated him? You're right, Pat Simmons.
Nice weight.
Just a smidge hair full on you? I don't think you're bad. I mean,
Here, Les.
swept it on the way, right?
You gotta be a little high.
Okay.
It's curling just a bit right now, so.
Okay.
Reference to the pebble. It's curling a little bit right now. It won't be later on these type of up weight shots.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Huge scrub to no. Samogolski get it by centerline guard. They do. Now they're going to clip it and spill it out the back to sit 2 with last rock.
Move a little bit. Yeah, I did move, yeah. I figured the ice I had you, if it curled, you could make it that way.
Well, that's a lot of damage. That's a big turnaround. Getting rid of a lot of red granite with your 2 stones if you're Alan Lyburn. Very nicely done.
Well, before he threw his first, Russ, it was Alberta sitting 3. And now it's Manitoba sitting 2.
This is no gimme here either. Straight spot here. You can't see a lot of this rock.
Yep.
Kevin Cooey first.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa. And there they go. My goodness. So maybe all questions answered here as we play in the first.
They were over curling.
That's a tremendous sequence when you think of Pat Simmons in off. The doubles by Allen. The double there by Kevin Cooey. Wow.
5 or 6 rocks in play a couple of seconds ago. Bang, nothing.
Oh, he's just going to over curl. Do you think it's a touch heavier, maybe?
There is now that center line guard just off center line. Belongs to Alberta.
Hey, guys. 305.
Freaking, yeah, 3 to 305. 3 305, probably good.
Okay. Take a little more ice than yours, Derek.
Where do you want this, like full 8 kind of thing? Or about,
I'd like to go half 4 foot, so you can't really go around it.
Okay.
Hey, guys.
Russ, I know you practice, you get your 10 minutes, but how important is this first draw for Rob Fowler?
Pretty good,
It's huge. It's huge. A, for confidence. B, you can put 2 on the board. If you put this in the right spot, you might force Alberta to play run back.
Watch the rim.
You heard him say half in the 4 foot. We used to be able to just bury one and you'd be safe, but now if you go too high, top 12, you might see Alberta go right around everything.
Look at that. You can hear that Scottish brogue of Alan Lyburn losing its handle and just didn't finish.
It would have been real good if it didn't lose its handle, eh?
It was coming pretty hard.
Yeah. That's a real nice spot.
That's something you still have to manage, though, that rotation. You cannot let the rock be at the whim of the ice as it's stopping.
Very sharp rocks, fresh pebble. That's the worst combination for handle. You have to have aggressive handle or you will lose them. Didn't hurt them too much. I'm not sure what it would have been fully buried either way, but there's now almost half of it sticking out the right-hand side.
Just trying to make sure I'm getting the speed out to the sweepers. I just got to make sure I'm just finishing the handle.
That's the thing.
You know what I mean?
You're trying to slide slower, and then you forget with the
I'm
handle.
trying to make sure that I'm not like adding the positive handle.
It'll probably be easier as the game goes on because the pebble will wear down, but just right now with the sharper pebble.
It was only in the last like 4 feet. Really, so.
Weight's good. Hack up. Weight's good.
Final stone for Alberta.
Never.
Kevin Cooey.
Yep. Yes.
Boy, if you get across the nose and maybe the flip as well in behind that guard of his. He fooled with it, but no, it just comes to the nose.
You really can't win when you're a brusher because within the space of about 2 seconds there was never and then hard for the brushing. I know they want it to curl, but the brushers have to have a little break and time to get on to the brushes.
Exactly what you wanted for
That went by seriously tight. That would have been a pretty simple deuce if that ticks the guard.
Exactly. Make them earn it. No freebies.
So it just finishes so hard. There it goes.
Wow.
Rob Rob has to be really careful here. You know, you normally on appeal, you'd like to throw a firm weight and you can't get any curl. It's a little dangerous in this spot for a lot of weight.
Final stone looking for the blank here in one. Rob Fowler. Uh-oh. Dano, Semigalski now it's just a dust. Corner and out.
Good end, guys.
A very good end for both teams. It goes on the board as a blank, but we saw some wonderful shot making. Well, here is one of the question marks going into this game. In fact, he has been a question mark now through the last couple of draws of round robin, through the 3-4 game, Pat Simmons. And if he was feeling ill, sure didn't show it here.
Be wary of the sick athlete, Vic. He's just a great shot. Just an unbelievable day Pat's had so far. You have to hand it to him. Half a rock, right on the nose. Sticks it for 3.
The key shot is brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Stylish designs for any room. Beware the wounded bear, as they say, right? Here in Saskatoon at Credit Union Center on this Saturday night. Blank on the board means that Manitoba once again does have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Line's fine.
Shot.
I think it would have been close, a little light, if anything.
Incredibly long corner guard just snuck over the hog line, virtually in a different area code to where they really wanted to have it. Could create problems for Manitoba later in the end.
There, 6.
Okay, line on there. Line's good.
Line's good.
I thought that one actually picked because it looked all right on release, and I thought that's what they were chatting about. You couldn't tell, but I thought that's maybe what they said. Hard to believe it would just drop over the hog line.
Hard. Good sweeping.
Good shot.
Good white.
Nice recovery by Derek. The #1 lead for the week, 90%. Just incredible shooting. There's that long one out there. Perfect freeze.
Here, light. Just
5.
You're right.
6.
Wait, line's good. You're right. It's light. No, line's good. You're right. It's light.
Interesting, The fellas, the front end, the rushers, they just knew right away out of his hand. I think you're a little light. And Carter wasn't quite sure. And they said, you know what, boys, you are. You're right. Let's go.
Stay with it. Oh, no.
And then a little bit of an overcurl.
A little more, eh?
I need a little more. Yeah, like that.
Right on the nose.
Well, this is a different skip tonight. This is a skip that's, when it gets clutter, running things off or back. And here goes Richard with the run back.
Great call. This team hits so well, so does Alberta for that matter, but you have to leave the skipper a shot.
Richard Dano.
Good shot.
And used the backing, got some separation. For the moment, it is Alberta sitting the shot stone, back edge of the button.
You like board?
Didn't quite work out. He left the center guard, which they figured they might, but it didn't move the Reds out of the play.
Good weight. Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard.
The spot moved earlier. Remember Jamie Cooey over curling on a key shot?
And now the flip as it got across the nose. Will come out the other side, but there is a very long guard now just over the hog line. There you see it. So it may be in the hole if there is a hole there.
Yeah, I think it would be, Vic, but you have to go after the shot rock here. Let's freeze one down.
It looks pretty good.
Try to create a mistake.
You got room.
D-man.
Room.
Weight's good.
Room right now. Whoa.
Should be maybe 8.
It's a little heavy. Whoa.
Yeah, it's going to be 8.
Whoa.
Yeah, a little heavy.
Don't touch. Don't touch.
Yeah, we're heavy.
Don't touch.
It's heavy.
Don't touch.
Heavy.
Don't touch. Don't touch.
It's
Don't
heavy.
touch.
It's heavy.
Okay, good.
Just back 4.
Hey.
If you're on the nose, you're fine. If it really goes.
Okay, back 4.
I think right on the nose. Back 8.
Okay. I got that 14-15, and then it's only back 4. So. They didn't touch the whole way, though.
Pat, do you like a little more ice there?
No, that's good.
More?
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Hard. Go. Gotta wait. 9.
Wow!
Whoa. Clean.
9. Wow!
Clean it.
Wow!
Yep.
No.
Yes, line. Whoa.
8.
Yep. Hard.
8.
Hard line. Hard. Right up.
Real good.
There's no doubt it's going to curl in that spot, at least at this stage of the game. Carter wondered if it needed a little more ice. It did cross a tiny bit more than they wanted.
We would love to have tapped the yellow a little farther, lined up a wall.
Just wanted you to have a quick look at the angle. Can we get to there?
Not to there.
3/4.
Quite weight, you might. I want to control that whole quite weight.
Well, I'm wondering if we can click this one and leave the shooter right here. Get like
Maybe.
3/4.
Maybe.
Unless you just want to try and lift this out of here right now.
Might be the smarter shot.
You know, you could save the shooter here and go around the horn.
Want to kill ours?
Well, you want to go thin then? You're thinking thin?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. So you're looking at 1/4 then, right?
Just trying to pick this, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, peel weight.
We talked about hitting that top one, Vic, and that's where that long corner guard that's right out at the edge of the hog line. That's what makes it tougher. So this way they're going to try to peel the double, hit it really thin, right where Rob's broom is. Peel off the double, leave. The shooter will roll out, but they'll leave themselves shot rock.
Yep. A little less. Yep. Hard.
Alan Liburn.
Hard.
Deneau and Semigalski never letting up on this now, trying to angle it back. And they tried and hoped that it might back up and catch the stone edge of the 4-foot tee line. Does not. Shot stone, though, now is Manitoba.
You don't want to sit here. No, I know. Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, it opened up some more space, pushed the red out of the 4-foot. And so Ellen did the job well that way, but it hasn't solved the whole problem because this one can be removed. And then you're going to have to start to come around that center guard again.
Kevin's asked Pat to roll away a little bit. If you roll to the buried position, there'd be an easy double to sit buried. So they want to roll away here.
Big.
Clean.
Whoa!
Off, no roll.
Good. Pat Simmons does roll away to the 12-foot. Alberta is sitting 4 without last rock here in 2.
Full 4. A little more, no? That's where Richard was for button. Okay. Like to get over the line.
If you're a skip, you don't panic with the 4 rocks in the house, but I do think it would be nice if Ellen could get this into a good spot and take that pressure off Robbie so he can have a good chance to get another one in there.
You got
have to go.
You'd have to switch.
Gonna have to go at the end.
Quite a bit of room here.
You might as well go every inch.
There's the guards are trying to get around about 2.5 feet coming by that guard.
Hard, guys. Hard, guys,
Looking for the late finish.
Hard, guys, go. Keep it coming. A little more.
And they'll drag it just to nibble the pinhole there.
Needed to cut it a little bit more even.
What's that?
It was a good throw.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Needed to cut the ice a little bit more even.
Just gonna steer it,
The last time the yellow rock was here, so if
rolling in.
No.
Pat Simmons had gone like that, there would have been a double opportunity like that and leave Manitoba actually buried. Now that's a little bit higher. They can play the hit and roll and stay in front, and there will not be a double if they don't roll very far.
Corner forwards, I guess we blasted out.
But they also jumped it right away. Derek thought it was light.
Yeah, good point.
Well, I just think rolling away is better.
Why? I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, if he knows it, then he just does the little back line hit and roll right under his buried.
What, off this one?
Off this one that you're hitting.
Rolls where buried?
He just rolls behind his yellow one buried.
Well, if we get inside a hair.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's the question. Do you want to take the easy route and roll to the outside to just basically get rid of that yellow and make Rob Fowler make the nice draw? Or do you want to try and cut that guard a little closer and get the inside roll?
Back!
Make it harder.
Big, heavy. Whoa! Heavy. They're big. Whoa! Clean it. Clean. Yes. Whoa. Whoa.
Kevin Cooey hoping to get her just across the nose a little bit if he can.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just like that. Good.
You know what I mean? Like, that's perfect. You know what I mean? No, but if you just knows it, he just does what you just did. And he's a, you know, he's.
I'm not sure. Can he even get shot now?
I think so. I mean, he can probably still get the inside roll.
But I mean,
it's interesting that Kevin Cooey and Carter Rycroft still talking about what Carter was suggesting.
Back line, guys.
With Blake McDonald's, we'll call it retirement, although he's here as the fifth player. Carter has more input. Pat Simmons throws the third stones, but he's a little more quiet than McDonald was. Rob Fowler, his first.
Back.
Manitoba in some trouble here in two.
Back. Never.
Whoa.
Never.
It's a hair heavier than Kevin's. I don't think this will quite come to the nose.
No, rolls off. He's got the catcher, though, and that's what will help him out. He stops there for third shot at the moment.
Just a little full, yeah.
Firm, too. Halfway, Rob.
Go here.
That's the best spot.
Just play top four, even if you're full 8, right? It's not bad.
Same spot, maybe just a quarter of a rock more.
Well, this is the problem when you're playing in Alberta. They make a lot of shots in general, but they also make a lot of shots around the center line guard, and they've stolen a ton of points. And Manitoba has given up a number of steals. This is during round robin play, so you always have to be aware when you're playing Kevin Cooey to leave yourself a good shot. The moment it doesn't look bad, that's why Kevin wants to shrink those circles one more time by bringing it around that center guard.
The only danger here is if you go back button, for instance, there might be a triple for the deuce, and that would be a stinky deuce. Yeah, the way the Alberta's played this game. So, and they can't be light either, obviously.
Well, I could go reverse.
I think there's a double through the hole.
So they said top 8, top 4 is the range. It's a narrow range, just 2 feet, but that's where they'd love it.
You saw Fowler, Rob there, and Alan Liburn already looking at the hole as you see it on the right-hand side between the long and short guard.
Kevin missed a couple draws early in the afternoon game, uncharacteristic draws. He played great after that, but they can't be deep here.
Four, guys.
Heavy, guys.
Mine's good. Where are you?
6, 7.
Whoa, then.
So there you go, 6.
Where now?
Six, Pat.
Whoa,
4.
just bite top 4.
The 4.
Mine's perfect.
We're there.
Just biting top 4.
Bite the 4. That's.
Whoa, right off. Right off.
Sets.
Come on, stop, baby. I don't know if you bang that right on the nose, if you could get there, you shot.
It's really close.
Really close, I think so.
Shoot, eh?
Well, that far too much.
Just that much.
That's the one thing as a skip. There's little things as a skip you hate to do, and one of them is not give it to the brushers when it cannot be deep. It has to be 8 foot if anything.
Now you were
just a little too much speed.
Soft hack, eh? Okay, get over to the nose. Right there.
Okay.
Boy, it'll be close, though. I tell you, he might even actually need a little bit of a roll to grab it. Do you think?
Yeah, it's possible. And he just owned this shot. So the same shot, he just threw a hair lighter.
Nose it for one, guys. Okay.
All right. They believe if you nose it, they'll pick up the single.
Less. Okay.
But it is a bit of a victory for Kevin. You've got him looking at 3. That's what you want to do a lot this game. Put the pressure on the rookie Skip.
This is the out for Manitoba and Rob Fowler. Final stone.
Hard.
Quiet tap. You got to get to the nose to give yourself a chance at shot rock. Backing off now. Samagalski. Deneau got to get right to the nose. Right to the nose. Oh, and he got the roll too. Absolutely great shot, Rob Fowler.
First one I just threw it a little bit too hard.
Think you're a hot shot? Well, log on to FordHotShots.curling.ca. And if you're on target, you could win a lease on a brand new Ford Focus S. Here in Saskatoon, every Brier participant had the chance as well by taking part in the Ford Hot Shots final, coming down to a Battle of Ontario. Easy, fellas. Wayne Middaugh stuffing Craig Saville. And then in the end, it was experience over youth as Middaugh stuffed him on the ice to become the Ford Hot Shots champion. His prize, a 2-year lease on this beautiful Ford Focus Titanium. Log on to FordHotShots.curling.ca and give it your best shot. And just like Wayne Middaugh, you could drive away in a brand new Ford. Wayne Middaugh and Ontario, of course, will be in the final tomorrow after their win last night in the 1-2 playoff over Manitoba. Very nice shot by the Manitoba skip. Rob Fowler got the hit and the little roll to make no doubt of being shot stone. So here in the third, it will be Alberta and the champions from the Glencoe Club in Calgary that will have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Redstone.
Well, that was a great shot by Rob Fowler, and it was also nerves of steel, as Russ and I were both wincing as they went, whoa, and it just really got by that guard by a fraction.
Yeah, it didn't have to get by quite that tight. He young eyes, I guess. That was close. You ticked the guard, you give up 3.
So this end, Manitoba brought the first one into the 4-foot. Corner guard, center guard, and there was the draw around that corner guard by Alberta.
Whatever, Richie, Stick it's pretty good, isn't it?
Richard being asked to play the hit.
Nolan made it a little too good. We've seen a lot of that in excessive curl when you get close to the boards on the inside-out shots.
Just bump.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just
going
bump.
where no man has gone before in this one.
Yep. Whoa. Good shot.
Lovely shot. Richard Deneau.
Oh, room. Wait only. Just 5. What? 5. That's what we want. Line tight, yes. Hard. Yes. Whoa. Gotta wait. 6, 7. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Gotta be off. Gotta be off for weight. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Off. Never, ever sit.
There's a little bit of a rub.
That's pretty good.
Pushes it for third shot.
Spectacular angle on that. The red rolled out a little bit, but you can only see a piece of it, and chances are you'll hit that piece. You're right onto that yellow Manitoba rock.
Those are tough when you're trying to do some sort of angle on a rock in front of the tee line.
I think you can get to the nose of it.
I kind of like that. I think it'll go.
I think you can get to it.
Okay, just back here.
Yeah, just back line.
Even if you just clip it in. Back line.
Guard, make sure we spill it.
Okay, yeah.
So they think they can get to it to avoid the jam rush.
Wow, you can only see a quarter. You have to hit it virtually dead on to pass it by, but we know there's big curl there.
He's also saying that if you bounce it and leave the shooter somewhere in front of it, it's plan B.
Close, yep.
Got to get it by the corner guard first, though, Semigalski and Liburn.
Roll it, D-man.
And they will not, and now the shooter rolls over.
Good.
They're
Good
staggered
shot.
out in front now, protecting the shot
Throw it
still.
good, Rich. Derek.
Worked out pretty good. The staggered guards does not help Alberta.
You guys think this is okay?
What's that?
Right on it?
This is about where I threw my draw here.
Yeah, no, I got this spot. Right on it he wants?
Right on it, yeah.
Now this is where you take a little chance if you're Kevin Cooey. They have the power on this team to move some granite.
Heavy, Carter?
But you have to be very confident that eventually you're going to get at this rock to move it onto shot rock.
Yep, 6, 7, 6. Come on. Hard line. Room. Come on, hard.
Gotta go wait.
Hard,
Sneak this
boys.
by those stones.
Gotta be here. Go.
Yeah, they do. Cooey is out. Simmons backs off along with Thiessen. And they'll bury it. But it's light. Center line. Top 12.
That should have been a good spot.
That maybe has him questioning because they called out that it was a good speed when he let it go.
Just can't
Curled a
afford
lot,
to sit
too.
there, that's all.
Okay. Throw
Gotta
nice,
try.
Rob.
Nice.
Make sure you're nice on the tighter side.
I love to roll here. You hit it dead on. You could leave the Pat Simmons double again.
Nice.
Yep. Maybe a little up.
Heavy.
Whoa, whoa, up.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Alan Liburn
Derek, you gotta go real hard.
now trying to take it over. Trying to take it over. A little more. And it'll spin to a stop. Sitting 2 without last rock here in 3.
Good throw, Al. Almost.
Almost perfect. Does a half a rock not make the double or what?
What do you guys like?
Oh, no way. Nose hit maybe, eh? Or that double, yeah.
That's real thin, I mean.
Yeah, I know.
You can peel that, I guess, now.
That's probably
Maybe that's the smart call, yeah. I think
That's
so.
definitely the smart call.
I don't think you can wait any longer.
Yeah.
It's nice to think eventually you'll be able to get in there, but if you aren't, you're really having a problem. And Kevin needs room to score, just like I said Manitoba does.
Every point so crucial. You drop one here trying to be fancy. They maybe even steal 2, 3-0 against a good hitting team. It could be a long evening.
Whoa, whoa.
Pat Simmons.
Clean, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Bang. And there they go.
Not a simple hit for Manitoba either. That's the other reasoning. The guards open it up, and Rob has to decide how he wants to play it.
Whatever you guys like. Whatever you like, guard or the pick. It's pretty tough to guard everything, you know.
If we pick it, but if we pick
Unless you want to try and wheel another one around into here.
I don't like that.
Let's make this then. The third.
Third.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Hard. Whoa,
Liburn.
whoa, whoa. Good
That was a
shot, Al.
nice
Great
job.
shot.
Manitoba
Good shot,
catcher
Al.
on the edge. Manitoba sitting
nice
3 without Lasrock.
He's going to freeze us, but the guard and he freezes us.
So that other one on the out, on that side.
Where you make this, he knows as we have a double. You guys like this?
I don't mind it.
So do you stay with offense or do you try and get out of this with potentially a blank if you can make a couple of doubles? And the decision is to try and draw one in.
A little bit dangerous. Something goes wrong with this one, you end up just short of the rings. You could be in real trouble.
Real close, guys.
6, 7.
Whoa then. We don't want to move him. Where are you?
Whoa!
6. Heavy.
6.
Yep, got it. Whoa. Yep. Got to move this an inch. Just an inch. Yep. Hard.
Very, very nice shot.
Pretty good.
Right.
guys.
Well, or even just right on the nose, even.
Well, nose is going to put it back onto this one, Rob.
Yeah, just a hair low.
Put it onto the three.
Just roll center line and roll in front of it, right? Just to protect this. Okay, what do you think? Just throw a bumper weight with the in turn, and
sure.
Or do you want to throw hack and try and save the one?
What's going to be behind the tee, so it's probably more used to him than us, right?
Okay, yeah. So just try and hit and roll here. Bumper. Maybe just throw nice, eh? Like bump?
I like bumper.
Okay.
What do you like?
Yeah, bumper's good. It's not doing anything too crazy here.
It's not going to get rid of it.
I think we're just hitting.
All lined up or something?
Yeah.
No possible chance to remove the red, so the smart call by the skip is just to tap the yellow out of the way. Try to stay on top on the corner of it a little bit.
Throw bumper weight to make sure we get our yellow out of there. Okay.
This spot was pretty straight this afternoon, Linda.
This was the strip both directions. Now they, of course, scrape between games, and we saw them scraping and watching the curl come off the blade to make sure it was level, to see if they could level out the spot.
Bump! Just bump!
Yeah.
Little soft!
Whoa. Yeah. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard.
Good job.
Just rolled a
Rolled it
shade
just
too
a bit
far.
too far, actually.
Yeah. Rolled a little too far, I guess, eh?
Just rolled it a shade too far. It's pretty good, though, eh?
It's not bad.
Rock's
Top, eh?
Yeah.
What if I nose this and sit there? I think we just got to make this and a roll over here.
You might have a double back.
We might have a double back.
You might have a double back, yeah, I agree.
You're going to roll over the top, aren't you?
What's that?
It's going to touch it.
Oh, it is?
If you can roll to a corner freeze here, that'd be good. Can't do that.
Well, even if I bounce up here, I mean, we might have a double back.
He's got to make the perfect hit and roll then.
We've seen this spot with his intern, like, just normal.
Normal, yeah.
This is the spot that curled last game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hey?
The worry for Kevin is the double's pretty simple for somebody of his caliber, but you're probably going to give a double right back to Rob Fowler.
Too hard.
Last game, this spot curled, eh? I don't know if anyone's throwing anything here. I don't think so.
He's off the line a bit, though, now for weight.
Firm! Whoa! Yeah, hard! Whoa!
Kevin Cooey first for the Alberta skip here in 3.
Roll it! Whoa!
Oh, we'll get them both. Spill across the top. And now with that Yellowstone sitting there, Russ. Is that a possible catcher for Alberta?
Definitely is if Robbie played that rock first, but I think it's the other one's high enough he can play the deeper one, which is normally not the one you do. I think the double's there the other way.
They knew they couldn't roll it too far, that they would have some proximity issues, rocks close together, but that was really the only way to approach it.
If you play the double the normal way, this way and across, you always hit the highest one first. This yellow rock definitely comes into play, so they're going to do it the other way. Try to hit it incredibly thin, or thick, I should say, and get the thin side of the back side of this one and try to get it to go this way.
And if you hit it too thinly, of course, you'll just slide right through.
Zip right by, yeah.
Well, compared to this afternoon, I think Pat Simmons has more jump. I think he has more energy tonight. Final stone. Manitoba thin, come across. Right. That's some nice shooting by Rob Fowler, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Made a terrific shot to score the single in 2.
He was out there for a sec, but it came back a bit, eh?
I didn't think you were ever out there.
He's a great hitter, so you know you don't want to leave him too many of these. The end did not develop well for Alberta. So just, again, think back and end. Rob was facing the bundle at first, ended up facing 3. But if the third stone last end had been shorter and he'd been forced to a different shot, something different. Now the momentum switch, you could feel it. And now Kevin faces 2.
Same here.
Yep.
Less than he threw last end?
Yep.
Final stone drawing against a couple, needs full 8 foot.
Good line. Be a good pass.
Clean
guys.
it, clean it.
Line's good. Yeah, can't hurt it, can't hurt it.
Full 8 foot. To the edge of the button for 1. Alberta here in the 3rd. Well, if I remember your game plan, Linda, it was said that Rob Fowler likes to hit. And sure enough, he comes up with a key shot.
He likes to hit. He needs to have room to make these hits because that's how he won in round robin play. And this is a beauty. It's lined up well. The end was played well by the whole Manitoba team. That's what he needs. It's not a long distance, but you have to hit it well. And he did to stick for 2, force the draw against those 2.
And avoiding the jam on his own stone, the key shot is brought to you by Scotty's Facial Tissue. Stylish designs for any room. Tied at 1-1. As we go to 4, the semifinals, the Tim Hortons Brier here in Saskatoon. And here in the 4th, it will be Manitoba, the team from the Brandon Curling Club that has the last drop, playing the Yellowstone.
Lock it on there, boys. Lock it on there.
Carter's in, Carter's in.
Lock it on
looks
there.
here, looks here, look. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Beauty.
Just precision curling, 3 perfect stones. Not many people out curling well decent over the course of a week. He was 88%. Derek's 90.
Line's good.
You got room right now. Just clean in.
Whoa,
You got room right now.
It's too far out right now.
Do it.
Just hope it curls.
Finish it at the end.
Hope it curls.
At the end.
You can go there,
Still
Rich.
there.
Yep. Right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it, right to it.
That is amazing. And the hog line, it looks like it has no way it's going to be buried. And that is completely behind the center guard.
Just 4.
Two yellows are dead buried. Nice angle of the red onto shot stone.
3-4. Well, then what?
Ton of room.
Room.
Go if you
No
have to,
line
though.
yet, Nolan.
3-4.
Okay, line's okay. Still room, though.
Can we go?
Yep.
Only if
Gotta
you got
go.
to. Only if you have to.
Gotta go.
Go, 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 go. Go on this one. Go. Hard. Go.
Atta boy. Good
Finish.
shot.
Beauty, Carter.
A free preview of Juice Box. Music for Kids is on now. A music video channel featuring parent-approved videos from today's biggest stars such as Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez.
Not 12.
Contact your TV service provider for details. And what are you listening to, little one? Here on this Saturday night, semifinal Saturday night in Saskatoon.
5, 6.
You don't think she was listening to us?
6.
Oh, where's it?
6.
Just a series of perfect come-around freezes here. The angle stacking up in favor of Alberta, but here's another nice one.
Very good. Great shot.
I think that's pretty good.
He's good and he's bad right now.
You like this into this one?
Don't I just hit this, the red one?
Like here?
Well, does that bounce out, our red one?
Probably. This one won't.
That's the one that
You
counts.
just
You
need
line up
some
the
weight, I
angles
think,
to
get rid of
eventually
this.
make a play on that stack. The question is, do you do it now?
Yeah, the intern, I think.
You might have to, Linda, because of that
Where
yellow
you
that was
like?
just thrown. The yellow removes the closest red to the button.
Is it curl here?
Not a,
It curls here?
A little bit, yeah.
it should be fairly straight. Come up a hair.
This is where we throw those hack weights in the second.
Hard. Whoa! 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 Yeah! Whoa! Stay over there, no.
Oh, we got them separated, but that Manitoba stone squirts just back tee line, 4 foot. It is shot rock. Remembering now, Manitoba does have the last stone.
You see half? Can you see half?
Yeah. Right there.
Hack weight. Yeah, where you can see, you're good.
Like to rearrange this red angle, so they're going to try to tap the closest red to the button right out of the rings. Need to hit about half to do that, and they can only see half.
Yep.
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 Richard Deneau.
Whoa,
heavy. Yep.
Now it starts to bust on them. Semigalski and Liburn. Got to get it by the center line guard. Big scrub for the boys. Big scrub. Angle it back. And push it. Push it. Not quite. But they're sitting 2.
It's a little thinner. The yellow that popped out in the open wouldn't have.
Yeah, there's a shot left. That's the only difficult part when you start to set up these angles and you're only tapping. You're not throwing big weight, so you're not rolling far. There's the double left for Pat Simmons.
Carter missed one in this spot earlier. See what Pat does. When I say earlier today in this afternoon's game, there was a real straight spot. He jammed one.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Now Thiessen, Rycroft. What's he got? 1, 2. Sure he does.
We're not seeing many of these missed today. Good ice call and very nicely thrown.
What are the early numbers on Pat Simmons, Linda? Do you have them there?
After 3 ends, 83%.
Don't really want to roll it under, just nose it.
More importantly for Pat, he's no longer green.
Yes, he is looking better. And actually speaking, earlier today, the focus was all on staying in himself so he could make some shots. He's actually able to engage in a little conversation now. Hopefully he's feeling better.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yep.
Quiet tap.
Yep. Hard.
Whoa.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Good.
Good. Shot out.
I think you want to know that now.
Won't be second, but I think that's still. You like that? This isn't bad too if you could get that in there.
The easier shot's probably the wide open one and hit and roll. The only difficult part about it is the ice. It's a very straight spot out there. So to get the inside roll, they have to be careful. And actually earlier today, Carter jammed a rock in this very spot because it went so straight.
Jam here is a draw for 3 late in the end.
Whoa. Control.
Easy.
Whoa. Whoa, guys.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Never.
Whoa.
Boy, it's got to get off
Anything,
that
Carter,
yellow. Tried to angle it back.
Boy, that is straight there.
I thought you had her, Pat.
Ah.
Left a double right back.
If we can roll it in a little bit, it'd be great, but make sure the double.
Now there is that redstone at the back 12, half in.
Can you do anything with the shooter here, Russ? or just sit right there.
If you throw it hard enough, you hit it a hair low side, you can still make the double roll a little bit.
Whoa.
You probably want to make this double first.
Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Good shot. And he's there to catch the top. It's really close for second shot.
He even rolled it a bit too, actually.
Yeah, he did.
Wow, it's close.
Maybe just enough.
Really had a good look, but it's close up top there.
Great brushing call left as
looks
long
like you want
as they
to
could to make the double
but
roll.
you just don't have to, eh? It looks like 2 or 3 times where it's going to make a forward curl, and
just
unless you turn it, it'll just go straight down the sheet.
Well, I couldn't nose this, but how much air do you have?
I don't think you got enough. Yeah, right there.
Don't think I have enough?
I don't think so.
No, it doesn't look like it to me either. Can you make that? You can make that, for sure.
We could do this.
Yeah, I don't mind
I like that.
Kevin,
I like
right
that.
now.
No spot.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to play a run back in this situation with them sitting possibly 2. You can sit right there with the hit on shot rock. Kind of toss it in the opposition court.
He knows that. We're shot rock.
Yeah. What a well played end. Multiple freezes around the center guard, and then the angles opened up. Allen made it. Just did enough double there to roll it. There's no chance of a double for Alberta.
Clean.
Whoa, no off.
Whoa.
So here we go.
Off
Skip
of it,
Stones
guys.
in
No.
4.
Clean.
Whoa.
Kevin Cooey.
Off. Off.
Right off.
Off.
Right
Never.
Curl. Good.
Okay.
Round it or tap the yellow.
Come around here.
Maybe get a blank out of it.
Shot.
So I get 2, first and third, force him to make the double.
Sure.
I guess he could maybe draw, but if it's lined up good, then he probably can't afford to draw.
No.
Right? Makes the double, and then I peel that one for the blank.
Yep.
If we come around and he nuts it, it's not great, right? Okay, let's do that. Try and get it right into there so it lines into the button. Okay?
Yep.
That hack weight that I was throwing there before,
You're from back line, eh?
but the first one I threw hack, right?
Yep.
That should be about the right ice, shouldn't it?
Okay.
You might be able to just roll an inch towards the center line, and then you can't get to the inside of either one of them enough to play the double.
Behind the red and be second shot?
No. You got to roll right behind the yellow.
I'm surprised Rob's rolling that Farland. It might set up the double, won't it?
Yeah, I am surprised too. He talked about actually potentially leaving a blank in play, but I think this is an opportunity.
Going around. Are you throwing like bump?
No, that same weight I threw on the first one and 2.
Okay.
It's more like hack.
Okay.
Hack. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Hard in the roll, Derek.
Okay, that's good.
Now, when you see what happens there, Russ, when he suggested rolling under the yellow, was that even possible?
Well, yes, it was there.
It
I
was there.
Not quite sure why. And
Not the guy today.
I think we just get to the inside,
I
right?
wonder if they've even rolled enough to sit 2, though.
What kind of weight? I mean, I could throw it hard and
It's probably easier. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Who's second shot there?
I think it might be red.
Yeah.
So this is a hit to roll inside to sit 2.
Well, the hard part of rolling inside, you can't see a lot of the inside of this rock. So if you hit it with hack weight, it might not. You have to hit it so thick you might not roll far enough. So they're actually going to throw a peel at this.
I'm not going to push him in for
No.
shot, am I?
Shouldn't. You should hit it right on the side.
Dangerous little shot here. Obviously a tick on the red one. It's a 3.
Whoa. Yep.
Cooey and his last for Alberta.
Whoa. Oh, no.
Right off.
Oh, they hit it on the nose, and they got enough of a roll inside. That was an escape.
Certainly was. Well, he's so smooth on that big weight stuff.
Still an opportunity. It looks like Rob's lining up a split.
Just make sure you get a chunk of it. That straw behind the red right now, that's way too much. I'm thinking somewhere in there. What do you think?
Don't have to get much of it, but yeah, I'd take a little more, but not much.
Once we have it, once we got the spot, we can sweep it and hold it, right? So I don't want to get out here and be hoping it'll curl. So want to try there?
So if you hit the left-hand side of that yellow, it'll even chip off the red, and then you roll the shooter in, and that's how you get your deuce.
Yeah, it's the easiest split you'll ever have because you only have to move that rock a hair. So it's all about, really, you can almost do it with draw weight and just make sure you hit anywhere on the right-hand side of that yellow.
Hello there.
Throw a 9.
Rob's bum.
9-10 and hit a quarter of it. Split for 2, guys.
Okay. Of course, Dad is coaching. Brian represented
What's
the province.
T right now, Rich?
305.
Back in
305?
1987.
Yeah.
So a 3 would be back 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. What an opportunity. It's interesting. I don't even think Kevin Cooey thought of this possibility.
Yeah, it was a tough little double. It was there, but you had to shave the guard. You couldn't afford to wrap. I think he thought he had bumped it enough to sit 2 deeper.
Final Stone looking for a split for 2. Right now it is Alberta sitting the 1. It's a little split for 2. You got to hold it now. Semigalski to know. Roll it in now. There's 1. There's 2. Manitoba with a lovely split, and to roll the shooter in. Great judgment. Deneau, Semigalski. And Mom thinks it's just terrific. Final Stone right now. Manitoba is sitting 1.
Yep, you gotta go.
Lane Saville, they're going to really have to feather that corner guard now. Close to the guard, they did that. Got to get across the nose then to push it back. Avoid the jam. Push it out. There's your deuce to start. We are only in the 3rd, but maybe a game-saving shot here for Manitoba. Facing 4, nothing yet from Semigalski or Deneau, nothing yet. Gotta come over. Gotta come over. Oh, and you'll get 2 at the back, but it will be a steal of 2. Ontario dominating the first half. What a game for the team out of the Coldwater and District Curling Club. Make the final 9-3 over Manitoba in this 1-2-page playoff. And so now Ontario awaits the winner of this semifinal, and we'll preview it. A 30-minute preview show Sunday evening, 7:30 Eastern Time, leading up to the final of this 2012 Tim Hortons Brier from the Credit Union Center in Saskatoon. What a terrific game it's been so far. Wonderful shot making on both sides, and the last shot by Rob Fowler, the split for 2 he has, and Manitoba has a 3-1 lead as we go to 5, and it's the Albertans that will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
What do you see, half? Solid bumper.
There's been a couple of these come-arounds by Nolan and Carter that have not been deep enough to get the curl. That one was not quite deep enough. The last time he played down here, it was too deep, and it was wide open on the far side, over curling the guard.
Yes! Hard! Whoa! Hard! Whoa! 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 Whoa, Derek! Whoa! Beauty.
Nice lead, eh?
Both teams in round robin play were very good at getting deuces. There were some teams that really struggled with that. But right now it's Rob Fowler in Manitoba that set up the good deuce, had the whole circles to work with on his last rock.
Yep. Whoa, off. No roll. Yep. Whoa.
Or they stick it behind that corner. Well, may have peeked out the wide in-turn side.
The beauty for Manitoba is tough shot, but they played it twice earlier 2 ends ago, so they know this path.
Bob. Yep.
Richard Deneau.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Just off. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Leave it open.
And they do leave it open right on the nose.
Just want to make sure we didn't get the jag.
Exactly.
Here's okay.
Yeah. Top 8.
Same pattern. The last time they played this way, they played the guard on the outturn side, and once again, Carter has to get an angle on a rock to try and make it hard for this one to be removed.
Wait only. Right beside it.
Yep, we're all there. We're all there.
Hard line. Oh, 5. Hard line. Go. Gotta go. Wait, guys. Go. Come on.
That's another one they said was there, and it will come up short. I'm thinking stone.
Yeah, it's got to be sharper. He's been short every time.
I know. Why were we?
We're going to come in here, I guess. But
I don't like going around the court. Don't like that.
Now you said when you looked at the stones, they didn't make a change in this afternoon.
No, they didn't.
So Alberta playing the same red stones that they used to beat the Territories 10-6.
I don't like going around the corner because that's
I don't like
going into his hands.
I think I like the center guard.
Tight guard.
Okay.
You like that, Al?
I don't mind it.
4 feet short would be great.
So a 3. Tight guard.
Yeah, they were never worried about line with Carters. They liked the weight. It's only about 15 inches short of where they wanted it, but it over-curled a good foot. So keep an eye on that thing.
2, 3.
Whoa,
guys.
good.
It's gliding.
Line's good. Clean it. It's going to overcurl. Clean it.
Just 2.
Whoa.
2, 3.
Clean it.
Just clean, no more.
Clean.
3.
Not in, though, eh? It's
Nope.
not in.
It's tight, though.
Whoa.
That's good.
Whoa. Good shot.
Shot, Al.
You might have some sort of a triple. Yeah, either or, yep.
Okay. Just here, up a hair.
Okay. This up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the one he's lining up is the guard removed, and then roll the shooter over to the yellow behind the red one. Try to get a couple over there.
It's pretty thin. It's a very good chance he'll roll over, knock his own red out of the rings.
Pat Simmons.
Weight's good.
Yep. Up.
Play in 5. Alberta
Real
with
hard.
last rock.
Hard. Hard. Real hard. Oh.
Angles it back. Oh, just a glancing little tick on the shot stone. And it's Manitoba sitting 2.
Tight guard, I think, again, eh?
That had really overcurled out of his hand. He was a little bit inside. Kevin couldn't save it with the
5
brushing.
feet short.
Yeah.
Angle's no good at all for Alberta.
Yeah.
5 or 6 feet.
Another guard for Alan Liburn.
Nice tight guard, yes, Vic.
Tight as well. You want him tight, do you?
Yeah, well, tight but not in. And once it's in, then the Alberta Rockin' will be in the paint.
Hard clean.
It's a little less.
Hard clean. Doesn't have to go. Just hard clean.
Just clean, guys. Don't curl.
Just clean. No. Whoa. Yep. 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 Hard. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Good boy. Good shot.
Shot, Al.
Good brush.
Good throw. Oh, yeah. Nice shot. Yeah.
This game has a little feel to it, a little momentum feel for Manitoba, making some very nice shots.
Okay. Leave it half open.
Sure.
Alberta getting very aggressive here.
Russ, why this side where all the stones are and not the other side?
Well, I think it hides, it'll hide part of this rock if Pat makes it properly as opposed to being exposed. And also, if you make a play on it later, you might roll one of your rocks towards all that pile and in behind that great big pile on the corner guard side.
Five.
Pat Simmons.
Line's good.
This is a setup shot still. We're getting late in the end to talk about setups, trying to angle it rather than come in for shot rock.
Line's good.
Right where my broom is. Not
we're
freezing.
We're there.
No, off then. We're going short of it. Get off of it then.
Oh, dear.
Little misjudgment as it'll just rub and roll off a bit. It's curious. The front end didn't seem to know what they were playing.
I think Carter's rock's fooling them a bit. It's a little sharper, a little slower, and it's dying, and then they're afraid not to sweep the next one, and that's obviously a quick spot.
I kind of like
well, but he could, well...
back line. You can definitely get to that.
You have to play some kind of soft weight. He rolls one behind the corner and leaves one there.
I think so, yeah. I think we have to. Okay.
Push it even back 12 is good, right?
Just like soft hack.
Okay.
It's very similar to the spot that I played here in 3. Remember when we nosed and rolled just a little bit?
Kind of wait, Robbie?
Just like soft hack.
Okay.
When you're looking for things that lead you to believe somebody's on their game, is it that kind of thing right now with Rob Fowler? Do you remember it's just that everything's computing, everything's clicking for him right now.
It tells me two things, Vic. Yes, he's in the zone and he's calm enough to concentrate. He's not letting the moment fool him here, and seems to have a great memory of all the different lanes and different spots to allow him to put the broom in the right spot.
Now Tomogalski had to know they're coming up on that center line guard, their own, all over that.
They're up. Had to throw aggressive.
And the shooter will just touch the bumper. The raised rock, though, does come in. Just catches the top 12.
No, that's why I got to stick as once we're on it, why I got to stick as possible. I got looking, though. If we nosed that, you'd have left him a triple, maybe.
Yeah. It's not bad. I had to throw it aggressive. I couldn't hit it high and just leave it there and let him hit and roll another one underneath.
No, but it couldn't have. He'd had to play the double.
It's tough to nudge that. It's a tough, like you're thinking to nudge that way.
I don't know. Oh, no, I was thinking more, what if we just tapped?
Tap on the nose while he's I guess if you're, it's pretty good if you're.
It's not ideal.
No.
Gonna leave him a double.
I know you leave a double, but sometimes you do overcomplicate these shots.
If he doesn't make, if you go here, what does he do? They're always going to have some sort of like tick that over. I guess if he makes the roll, this one ticks to here.
I mean, we could take a chance that he. Then he just goes.
You don't like this?
Well, I'm never rolling to there. I'm rolling to a half rock double. I mean, we could go here and.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking too.
The only thing is, what if I.
That might not be bad, Kevin. Yeah. Just make a pocket for the shooter, right?
No, I think.
Yeah. He might draw. He might draw. Doesn't have to be overly good.
So what are your two options?
Well, I think we play it and leave him the double, or else we could draw here and take our chances on what he leaves us.
If you don't make that real good, he's just going to hit and roll in. But
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys like?
No, pick one. Pick one, Kevin.
Yeah, let's pick. I don't know. Draw open side.
Okay. What are you throwing, board?
Control.
In all honesty here, Russ, don't you just want to make that shots don't go away?
Yeah, that's what you would normally do, but they appreciate the ability of the upweight double factor with Rob. He can make just about everything. We've seen it already, and it's kind of a natural double. If that red one was somewhere else, he'd be fine. But that's why they talked about freezing or tapping a little bit. But the angles just aren't quite right there, Linda, are they?
It's just not there.
This is no picnic either. You want to roll. These are the ones you try to make sure you roll. You roll right out of the rings, then you're drawing against three.
Real hard.
Hard. Real hard.
Wow, this is going sideways.
Touch it. Just touch it. Yes.
And he's going to just catch his own. Almost right in the crotch. And look what's happened. He won't come back for him. Pushes out his own stone. Looks like he caught them right exactly the same time.
I don't know what happened with that one. I don't know if that was light, if it picked. It went sideways.
Even if I roll right back over to here. I actually like taking. Wait, solid nice. So it shouldn't fall. It should still curl a little bit.
Tried to get cute at the end, got off it, and hoping to tick theirs over, and they did. Ticked it right out of the rings. Ticked it a little less. At least they were second, third. Forced Rob to a tougher shot than this. This is basically make it go away.
Now, would you like to stay there, maybe roll towards the center line a bit?
Yeah, I think center line would be dead perfect because it would block the draw a little bit for Kevin.
Oh,
final
easy.
stone
Little
for
up.
Manitoba and Rob Fowler.
Clean. Yep. Hard.
Alberta does have the last rock.
Hard. Right up.
There it is. Look at the roll.
Good shot, Rob.
And look at what Alberta is facing now with their last.
I tell you, this is a scary little spot after seeing a couple of hits come down this direction. They're really curling.
It'll be a draw against 4. Needs a piece of the red.
If it rolls just a half rock glass, make them go in.
They might have scouted Kevin during round robin play. He was 10 percentage points better on the out turn draw.
Facing 4, and he needs a piece of the 4.
Where are you guys?
Need that one right now.
Mycroft.
Need this.
Get tight.
Line's
wait
fine.
only.
Need the 4.
Line's fine.
Great
Need
draw.
the 4. Facing 4. And he's got it. Midway through, and Manitoba leads by 1.
The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group. Proud to be a sponsor of the Season of Champions. Your dreams, our strategies. The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford, official automotive partner of the Canadian Curling Association. By Capital One, what's in your wallet? And by M&M Meat Shops, hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
Midway through this semifinal here in Saskatoon, Tim Hortons Brier, and the difference 1 point. The difference coming in the fourth. As Manitoba skip Rob Fowler plays a wonderful split on that stone, just sitting on the edge of the 12-foot. Great judgment again, Semigalski and Deneau. Alan Lyburn calling line. That's one. Now he needs to roll in for two. 3-2. Fowler leads, and Rob is with Brian.
Rob, coming off that tough loss last night to Ontario, you look like an entirely different team. What has changed for you today?
Yeah, I mean, we played a great team last night, and we just had a couple of shots that weren't positioned properly last night and got a little behind on the scoreboard. And when you're down against a good team, you're not coming back. So we knew we had another chance tonight, and we've come out with a good, solid start to the game, and we've gained a little advantage on the scoreboard here.
What was your message to the guys coming into this one?
Well, we weren't really too worried about last night. It's kind of like a dress rehearsal for us. You know, we didn't play very good, but we know how we can play. This team's done this lots over the last year and a half, where you come off a bad game and come back with a good one. So that's basically what we're doing here tonight, and we'll just kind of keep plugging away.
Rob, thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
So Fowler and Manitoba lead it. As we take a look at the numbers after five, Linda.
Well, we saw how well Rob Fowler does when leading. Alberta does score well in the second half, but they're going to have to turn it around. Alberta's number is very low, 71% overall, and it is the draw shots. Carter Rycroft struggling. He's the lowest player in the ice right now. A great performance so far by Manitoba.
Kevin Cooey needs to come back. He came through the 3-4 game 2 years ago. It's going to be exciting next January. The Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game. And you, the curling fans across the country, will determine who competes. Fans voting for their favorite Canadian men's curlers by position online at tsn.ca. And then the top 4 skips will select the remaining 12 players through a random draw. And we'll have that for you in a special broadcast January 17th of next year. So go to tsn.ca/skinsgame for more details. Who knows, by the time we get to the Skins game, the Dominion All-Star Curling Skins game next year, some of the players we see here may be involved. Semifinal, Tim Hortons Brier in Saskatoon. Alberta with the single in 5, but it is Manitoba that leads 3-2. And once again, Manitoba, out of the Brandon Curling Club, do have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Just 8. 9.
Fine. We got to get the line first, Rich.
Really got to curl. Might be right.
9 would mean heavy. A nice come around on the first one. A freeze by Alberta. And a little tap.
Weight was good, just a little wide maybe, eh?
Yeah.
He didn't give him much less ice, did he?
Just put him on an inch.
Plus one.
It really curls, that's okay.
Let's see what Carter does with these rocks. I think it's his second one that curls a little more. My guess from up here, he'd know better than we would.
Whoa.
7.
Whoa, then. Clean.
7.
Just tap this one an inch. It's got to curl. No, line's good.
Line's
tap
fine.
it an inch.
It is.
Just. Whoa, then. Whoa, then. Got to curl. Got to cross it. Off it. Off it. Off it. Off it. Off it. Off it.
Pretty good.
Just perfect. Reds are lined up in the back yellow. The top red cannot be removed. And nice little catcher off that yellow that was thrown a little wide by Derek.
Yellows are going to be gone, but the reds will be staggered.
It's fine.
Peel.
This is what we didn't see out of Rob at the start of the week, and he got away with it with some games and didn't with others.
Yes, you need to open it up. You have to take your lumps if the angles don't line up, knowing your rocks will go.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa. That's good. Good shot.
That's better. It's fine, Rich.
You know, Lyndon, both these teams thought they weren't necessarily unhappy with their situations, because both these teams have come through the hard work of winning. When you go back 2 years ago, first ever team to come through that 3-4 game and win a title, that was Cooey. And then when you go back to the Manitoba playdowns, and you think how Fowler had to get by Stout, and then he had to get by William Lyburn, who's their fifth, and then he had to get by Mike McEwen. So they know the hard road. And here for them, one of them will advance to, of course, the final against Ontario, and doing it the hard way.
Doing it the hard way, and whoever does advance, it's going to be a very difficult path in the final, because that Ontario team, if they played the way they did last night, looked unbeatable.
And the Ontario team, pardon me, Linda, was out here, and Glenn Howard and his team from the Coldwater and District Curling Club did practice just about the supper hour here in Saskatoon.
Gotta run it back.
Good shot. Rob.
Good. Shot stone remains. Alberta top 4-foot center line. Second shot is Manitoba back edge of the 4.
Very nice shot. It managed to remove one enemy stone, but also rolled over, leaves a little bit of room for the for Allen here later to run something back.
You can see Alberta really want to push the situation, playing another guard.
Two.
East.
Clean it all the way.
Clean it. Carter. Deeper than Carter's.
No. Two. Just clean. Doesn't need to curl. No.
It's too long and it over curls.
Super high.
Just peel, I think.
I'm looking at the peel, but I thought there was room.
There's definitely
You
room.
can double them off.
That's pretty
I don't
tough.
mind. Well,
Do I try
it's
and
probably
get to
pretty
it, or-
good. Well, worst case scenario, even if we touch the guard, it's open. It's not the end of the world, right?
I think going with
Just not out turn and it runs straighter, but I don't mind the peel.
You might be right.
Thin half. Thin half.
I think he said.
It's a noisy building, this Credit Union Center on a Saturday night.
Thin half.
Okay.
Yeah, half might still
Communication
do
may
it.
be a little difficult.
So it is the peel, double peel as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Alan Lyburn,
Hard.
thin half, is what
Hard.
Fowler said.
Hard. Hard. Whoa. Yeah.
And he'll leave it there.
Good.
So he jams the Alberta stone, leaves it out in front, covering the 4-foot.
Managed to sneak the back one out of there, but that's really wasn't the concern. That guard is now in a little better spot for Alberta. That jam rolled a little closer to the center line.
So we're down to 2 rocks in the rings. But that redstone's in a lovely spot if Pat can put on a little bit better guard.
It's a lot more.
Really?
More.
Yep. 2-3.
More animated.
Whoa.
Pat Simmons tonight than he was
Whoa.
this afternoon against the Territories. More
Clean
color in
off
his
the other
face. So
It's got to
it,
go.
from appearance anyway, it looks like he may be feeling a little better.
Whoa.
It's guarded well, but they didn't quite want it that deep. Makes that run back that much easier.
I want to get arrows now. Yeah, just off nose, Al.
Just a hair low. Peel. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
One more try for Alan Lyburn. Trying to hold the line. Oh, and they'll kill their own on the way by.
Just turn it a little bit.
These shots aren't easy. We see them made so often, we become a bit blasé about the fact that they're going to get made, but that's an overcurl.
Rossi seemed to suggest that may have gotten it started a bit.
Yeah, and Allen's great that way. There's no excuses. He doesn't come down and say, oh, what happened to that one? He knew he was a hair soft. Not much. You're only talking, what, half an inch at the far end. So just a little, rolled it over a little bit on the outturn side.
That's all it is. Clean it all the way.
Clean.
Another guard.
Boom down.
Kevin Cooey in his first.
It's got to curl.
Line's good. Clean.
Sure.
Clean it all the way.
Has he got a curl?
Yep.
Clean.
Might have to go at the end to get some curl. They got to get virtually to the center
Hard.
line.
Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hard.
Yep. Yep.
Good.
That's where it is, virtually to the center line. Perfect placement.
Yep.
Well, this is an interesting battle because the runbacks are being played by Manitoba, but it was in round robin play. Alberta, who was the runback king, Kevin Cooey in particular, 81% as a skip. Great support by Carter and by Pat. And Rob Fowler, those numbers aren't bad. You don't see them made that often, but Rob Fowler down at 66% success rate on just the runback shot.
The only thing that can go wrong here is run this straight back and stick it. Then you leave a guard, and Alberta hoops another one around. You have to be careful. Usually with the weight that somebody like a Rob Fowler will throw, that's a very, very low chance of that happening.
And a little flare, and this is not going to come back.
Roll it, roll it.
Very straight spot.
Same spot, I think.
Interesting. I don't think I saw lights on that handle either as it came across the hog line, so they may want to check the battery. Who knows after so many hours. Lights come on here.
Are you sharp tonight, Vic?
Nothing.
Yeah, really?
I think he's drawing.
I am impressed.
Thank you very much.
Incredible.
Thank you very much.
That is game focus. You are bringing it.
Now you're overselling
it. Okay. Supporting my teammates.
Thanks very much.
Well, this is the best situation really since the second end for Alberta, where they put the pressure on Rob Fowler.
Just clean. This one has to curl.
This is a fraction wider this far down. They got to be careful not to leave this too long, let it die. You have to get to the line.
Whoa, easy, easy. It's all there. Whoa, whoa, clean.
Shot.
Just perfect.
Jeez, that's fast, eh? You thought that was that quick, tight?
Son of a gun.
What'd you get there?
I got about the same time.
You hate to give a good player the same shot twice. Rob flared that out. It was his own doing. But he now has a chance to make the adjustment. Zero ice here.
A guard being tight to the rings makes it a little easier. Not much distance between them.
Missed with his first. Getting a second chance. Second chance. Oh, one more turn. One more turn. No. Alberta is going to pick up the steal of a single. Not a lot of brushing from Deneau or Semigalski. Now, follow it over. And Lyburn, of course, couldn't take it until it reached the tee line, and it hangs on to tie it. Well, a steal of 1 in 6 after the failed run back. Just couldn't spill the stone. And so we are tied at 3. Alberta leads
Gotta go hard.
Once again, Manitoba will have the last rock here in 7, playing the Yellowstones.
Boys, go.
It's been a
Weight's
a game that's, to me anyways, had a little bit of everything. We've seen the really good shots. We've seen a couple of misses.
Wilted a little bit.
The semifinal of the Tim Hortons Brier. The winner is on to play Ontario in this championship final. The loser will play the Territories for the bronze medal.
So the interesting thing about the last end is Rob Fowler did start to peel quite early in the end, tried peels and runbacks and just couldn't quite get the rock out.
Oh, it'll come down. It's a 5.
Where is it?
5.
I'd say, yep. Hard. They just nicked the 3 with his broom, or the stationary stone.
There, it's hoping to be a little lighter. That's really the first mistake out of Derek.
He just moved
They
that.
don't run our clock.
Just clicked it with his broom head.
I moved the stationary rock.
Which way? That way?
This way a little bit, yeah.
So this probably would have hit a little.
So and then, yeah, something
Well,
like
the
that.
stationary stone
Yeah,
was
that's
hit
fine.
prior to the shot rock now, striking it. So the non-offending
What do you
team can
like,
try and put the stone back. You have to make a few assumptions here. There's the brusher making a little nick on it. That means the rub would have been a little harder. The rock would have rolled a little further, just a fraction, and they put them where they thought they should go.
Pretty good guess, I think.
Hair big.
Whoa. Right off.
Carter Rycroft.
No. No, off. Anything, Nolan, anything.
Anything? And he's got a lovely shot. Shot stone. Richard Danault.
Yep.
Again, a good move by Rob. Recognize the situation. The yellow's in a great spot. The reds can fly if they get it shot at the top red one. The yellow would stay. At this point in time, they could sit 2. Obviously, it's not their turn, but Kevin's going to have to rearrange them or guard.
I got heavy, Pat.
2.5.
Whoa. Clean it. Whoa.
2.5.
Line's fine.
2.5.
Yep.
The concern is actually to protect the red one. Top 12, top 8, the one half in the 8.
Good.
Like another one, Pat?
Is this a peel or are you running it back?
Just the peel, Vic. They like the way the rocks are lined up, and that's what changes that strategy. Sometimes you would run it back, sometimes you'd peel, but Rob feels really comfortable that if there's ever a mistake on a guard, they could hit that double and sit 2. Tough situation for Alberta, Linda. If you keep guarding that side, and Rob picks out the shot rock, then you've just guarded the raise.
More than me?
3.
Yeah, more than me.
Whoa. You're not in?
Whoa.
Just let her die.
No, it's not in. Whoa, guys. Weight's coming down. Still close to 3.
Little bit. Yep, Carter.
I got it.
Yep. Good.
Good spot. Mine really floated back a bit. A little low.
Stay hair low.
So this is the run back.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Alan Liburn.
Good shot.
And he'll pick off the top stone. Shot rock remains.
Come back because now it's ours up there, right?
Yeah.
Alberta.
Good shot, Al. Nice part now, because we're going to be running our yellow into it. We're going to be running our
curl a
yellow
little more and play the double reds, but it worked out well because now it's a yellow raise for Manitoba.
So now you have to be a little more careful with this guard positioning. Starting to need double duty.
I got all there, Kev. I got 6-7.
Yikes.
No, guys. No.
A lot of speed here.
5.
See Pat
6.
Simmons just
6.
trying to wave off the brushers. Don't touch it, boys.
Stay with it. There.
Whoa, wait, hold it.
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay, good. Comes off it if you leave it, eh?
Well, that was still all of a 6.
Okay. It's a good throw. Good line.
Pistol. Oh, boy.
Worked out perfect. I don't think they wanted it that deep.
I didn't think so, but they got the angle.
No pictures on the scorecard. That's maybe better than what they wanted.
Changes the run back, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Just a hair low gets this one, eh?
What cracks the red one?
Nose gets the red. Hair low gets the yellow.
And a hair high leaves 2 red in the rings. You didn't point out that option. But you have to do something with this shot. It's not the wrong call.
Yep. Hard.
Lyburn again. Made a pretty shot with his first. Oh, yes.
Look at that, just by the top red to make contact and get rid of shot rock.
Understanding angles. Rob had that figured. He gave those 2 options. Now they sit 1 buried.
The redstone is available. This is this tricky spot we've seen many times where you cannot overthrow it. Start to curl once it gets near center.
Saw Tom Nogler wrecking a couple here too. You can't either get it started either. It's to be a clean release with no extra weight.
Tom Nogler, who throws the 3rd stone for the Territories, and Jamie Cooey out of Yellowknife.
Off! Right off! Yep! Hard!
Go, shooter. Gotta go,
shooter.
There's the angle back.
Come on! Go!
Oh, now out the back it goes. Double there.
Yeah, they just left it a tad too long. Tried to roll another foot. There'd be no double.
Sorry, boys. Just a little.
Make the double, eh?
Yeah, gotta make it.
Okay.
Well, curl.
Just
We didn't get it
you
back.
know exactly what
it near the
Kevin
button.
Cooey is thinking as he walks by. And
yeah, tough shot. Just had to roll a little bit farther.
As long as we've been involved here, Linda Russ, I always get a kick out of the players who've just thrown. They walk by and they look at the stones as if it's the stone's fault.
Almost with disgust. How dare you land that,
exactly.
that spot?
Yeah.
Obviously, Vic didn't crow much because it is the stone's fault.
Here we go. We know he loves to throw the up weight. We know he loves to make a double. If he can, Fowler has a chance here. No, thin. Wow. That is just something you don't see very often, Russ.
Yeah, and you had to miss it the other way. That's the worst part.
That was huge weight.
You hit it really thick, you stay in the range, you bounce it a foot, at least you got a chance.
Didn't do anything. I just tried sweeping it, actually almost straightened it right out.
That looks good. Showing us T line, right?
Yeah, then get some curl and yep.
Hey.
Remember now, Alberta got one with the hammer, with last rock in 5. They just stole in 6 to tie it. Momentum shift here in this second half.
Just a 6. 7.
Full roof. Full, guys.
Line's good.
If you think back to the game earlier today, Kevin made a very key tap, almost in the same spot.
Whoa. Yeah.
Never off. Come on.
Yes.
Never off, boys. Never off.
Got to go for weight. I'd like to tap it a bit.
Go, 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 go.
A little bit, yeah, half a stone. Right away. Rob Fowler taps the button, and that's what he'll need. Full 4 foot at least.
Another pound of weight.
And yeah, that's how
That was like
Carter Rycroft and Nolan Thiessen want to be. Just another pound of weight, and then they put that stone full in the 4, and it is a must to have the button.
Dry stone. I don't think it's much different. Like the only spot, like that out turn going away last time is quick. I think this is just normal.
Rob has thrown several hits in a row, has not drawn for a little while.
So the final stone here in 7. Drawing against 3.
Lots of room.
And the Manitoba skip out of Brandon needs the 4 foot.
T-line. Right on the T-line. Right on the T-line.
We're there.
Semigalski and Deneau looking up. It's all about judging now. Needs the 4 foot. Needs the 4 foot. And has the single. Dad, Brian, William Lyburn. Manitoba retake the lead. Well, last night it was an impressive performance by Ontario. Glenn Howard 9-3 over Manitoba to go right through to Sunday's final. And then earlier today, the 3-4 page playoff, Alberta winning to set up the semifinal tonight, and the loser will drop into that bronze medal game against Jamie Cooey and the team from Yellowknife. And we'll be here for it. The bronze medal game, make a note, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and it'll be on TSN 2. So Manitoba picks up a big single, drawing against 3, putting it side of the button. And Lindy, you pointed out as we went to break that in fact that was, he had missed. Rob Fowler had missed his previous 3 shots.
He had, and hadn't thrown the draw for a while. That was a beautiful throw. You know it's going to be good when the brushers are just dusting it on and off. Perfectly played. But not a bad position for Alberta, considering they've been rather scrappy in this game since the second end. They've had some problems, and now they have a little bit of a good position in that they have the hammer and 8.
Wasn't that exactly how Kevin Cooey described his team coming in, Russ? That they were a scrappy bunch. He didn't think they were as a smooth a team as, say, the Ontario side. Didn't throw the stone quite as purely as Glenn Howard might. But boy, they were always hanging around.
Even longer.
Little rub there by Nolan Thiessen on the corner guard.
Just a little exuberant on the brushing. They wanted to brush. We had to get it by first. Now staggered guards. A bit of a problem for Alberta early.
That's that straight side they just played. That was maybe even too much ice.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh. Should be 2. Lots, Derek. That's lots. I think it's just 2. Oh, Derek.
Clean.
Got lots.
That's a little heavy.
It's 2, clean. If it's
now
not, tell me.
We're almost 3.
Rob. Get ready. Get ready. Don't want to freeze that right.
Well, I'm trying to freeze it high so there's no angle.
Line these 2 up.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Wow is right.
They were even talking about it.
Forward, okay.
These are the kind that will drag. Now they're not going to throw much weight, so that'll help to hit it fairly thick.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Whoa. Yes. Yep. Whoa. Hard. Go. Gotta go.
Simmons, Thiessen, trying to get it right to the nose. So he got a little double clunk and still got away with it. And not quite out the back.
Wanted to miss their own here. The yellow, I mean, just that redirected it enough to take some speed off it and lose that shooter.
Nice.
Left the yellow one available for a raise.
So trying to return the favor now. Richard Deneau. Will it come up to the nose?
Okay.
No. Driving it by. And now Alberta does have the last drop. Here in 8, playing the Red Stones, and they're sitting 1, top edge of the 4, center line.
Back 8.
Yep.
Now this is a very tricky shot. They're trying to split, and they really want to make sure they don't leave a double. So it's watching it as it comes in. They've taken very little ice because of the straight side of the ice, but you have to make sure you hit the angle and get some separation.
This rock should curl.
Scott, how's line? It's got to curl.
Oh, you sure?
Whoa, it's...
Yes!
Yep.
Yes!
Hard! Wait!
Go!
Hard! Nothing.
Little split. Gets the shooter in behind the corner. Well, that's curious miscommunication there between the front end and Cooey to me.
I really do believe that rock's sharp, and they're yelling lots of room, and A, it over curled, B, it was a little light. If they bumped that top one a little thicker, there's no double. Now there's a double off the backside, just like we saw earlier in the game.
So many times you see that happen, but I agree. I think it's a stone. You needed about back line to make sure you got good separation.
Playing third rocks now, Alan Lyburn.
I think Al can actually make this and roll buried. He'll squeeze through if he hits it in the right spot.
Get them both. He's going to push it. Oh, not quite out the side. It'll hang around. But it looks for the moment that it is the third shot, the red stone on the edge of the 12-foot.
Don't worry about the back, though. The roll is all that matters.
Just a little thick, inch or so thinner, that goes right across.
And it's a pretty good angle on the yellows for Alberta. Pat Simmons will try the double.
If not, roll buried. Might be just as valuable. Might get both, Linda.
Down! Hard! Down!
Hard then!
Hard!
Gotta go real hard!
Rycroft, decent.
Hard!
Hard! Make the double! Hard!
Angle it back. Has he got it? Okay. Yes, he does. Really nice, that front end. They are super. They knew that right out of his hand.
You know, it's interesting because they're playing the soft weight and they are getting the curl. If they up the weight at all, they would keep it much straighter. I think it's fooling them a little bit.
Good shot, Pat.
A little warmer in the building. Could be getting a wee bit softer down the center.
We're definitely not seeing the rocks slide when they come into the rings as far as the draws go.
Certainly it appears to be the biggest crowd, bigger than the opening weekend.
Bump! Just bump!
Chance to roll one way or the other for Allen.
Close! Yep! Yeah! Hard!
He'd be rolling behind his own guard.
Guys, go!
Gotta get it by first.
Oh, no!
Rado!
Oh, and he got enough of it to push it out. But it is Alberta that is sitting the one. That's that stone at around 3 o'clock, just hanging on the edge of the 12.
Now they're just getting caught in this spot. Pull it back a little bit, and it does curl that middle of the sheet. They're going to have to be very careful down there.
The ice makers try to combat this by putting a small cold water pebble on the small fine pebble head, cold as they can at the bottom, and then on top of that they use a larger warm pebble. And once the warm pebble wears off, the base pebble should still be there, but right down the slide path is where it's going to be soft.
Gotta go hard line! Hard!
This is the swingy turn.
Now then, look at this. It's just diving. Got to get by a Yellowstone. Got to get through the hole if they can.
Go!
Nope. Roll off and spin in to sit. 2 for the moment. Alberta playing the Red Rocks does have the hammer.
Let's see what they say here. It's definitely changed a hair, hasn't it?
Weight was all there, Pat.
Okay, good weight.
Yeah. Okay, Pat.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers, Linda, for the two skips.
And things have turned around at the break. It was Rob Fowler at 83% and Kevin Cooley at 78%. So those have swapped. And look at Rob Fowler with those hits. Now, don't forget, he's played some runbacks, some tougher shots. But normally, that is his go-to type shot.
The player numbers are brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Fowler.
Easy up.
And his first for Manitoba here in 8.
Whoa, right off. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hard. Hard.
Oh, goodness. And gets nothing.
But I tell you what, at this stage of the game, you're going to have to keep the brushes down because that ice is changing. It is a little bit swingier there, and he did pull the weight back, but you're going to have to make sure you throw enough weight and keep the brushes down.
That might have grabbed, too. See what happens to the handle, because they were pretty happy. As a matter of fact, I think he was going to nose it. It wasn't going to roll inside, which is what he wanted. Wow.
Oh, tough break.
Double here. Very good.
Double, yeah. Well,
there is a timeout for Alberta.
Frost, you got to sweep them.
Okay. Look, it picked something.
Well, it picked Frost, yeah.
No, it didn't pick Frost. It picked.
Well, whatever.
Well, we're hitting. Roll a lot. Like he's going to have lots to roll behind, right?
Right.
We just tap to the top 4.
Right.
We could really screw ourselves.
Yep.
I think the split might be the better shot.
I mean, if you could ever leave this here and tap it there so that you had this or this.
Say again?
Well, if you could just ever tap this
not fully split.
to there and leave your shooter here. So then if he makes it
This is going to be wide open, right?
well, it can't be wide open, obviously. But, yeah, you can't do that because he can make this hit roll, and that's the end of that, too.
I like the split.
I like the split, whatever you think.
You got to get them both buried, though.
The thing about the split, it does. If you make it good, it does.
That is not a gimme roll. I mean, right? No. If I tap it right to here.
Yeah, you don't want to tap it to here.
What about just drawing to right here?
Well, it's good, but I mean, if I'm really good.
But yeah, if you go here, then he freezes. What about that? That's not
leaving
bad.
the triple.
He's still, we're giving him more to roll behind still.
And possibly the triple if you just go here.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You play the
You
split,
like the nose
I'm not
pat?
sure I'm a fan of that, because then Rob Fowler might just come right around like that, and then you've eliminated all your raises. The way it is now, this is a very valuable rock for Alberta. I'm not sure they want to make a move on that. Yes, you can tap it straight back,
miss on one side
but again, Rob might come around to everything or play the double.
You can never be open over there. That's not good. You got that whole corner guard to knock it behind.
So you're saying hit it high, if anything.
I just threw the tap.
So the decision is the split, or is it the raise to the top 4?
I think straight back, Linda.
So I was a fan of leaving that there for a raise.
Absolutely. I think they potentially could really hurt themselves. I think what Kevin's thinking is tap it to the top 4, guarantee the single type thing, and then if Rob comes in good, you still have a raise with the rock you're throwing right now, but anything light, anything off angle can make it really bad.
Let's wait. Off then. Eat.
Kevin Cooley, his first. Manitoba leads by 1. We're in the 8th of this Brier semifinal. One's going to have to come up in a hurry. Come up in a hurry.
Sit.
Not too bad.
And it does sit in the 8-foot.
Not too bad at all.
Just heavy.
Huh?
That was heavy.
Yeah.
Take a timeout.
Timeout being called now by Manitoba.
I can freeze.
And so their
Or I
coach
can make
Brian
this,
Fowler will make his way to the ice.
I think freeze would be the easiest shot.
In here.
Oh, this is kind of crazy, but there's no way around here, is there?
Well, the best freeze actually might be to try and get right there, and then if he makes this, it jams. Let him draw for 2.
Well, I think that's probably our best shot to freeze.
Well,
Unless you try to come through this backwards hole and sink it for shot. That's really hard.
Probably easier going the out turn than to try that.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. The out turn might
but
be
you're going
there.
out there quite a bit. You don't know what it's going to do.
Double over here, you got 2 ways of making a double.
What's this double like?
You got 2 ways of making that, Rob. But
If I could make this double and give them 2, we're pretty happy, aren't we?
I think at this point,
you could freeze here though.
yeah.
I think the freeze would be the easiest shot.
Don't want to be exact with the freeze either.
Oh.
I mean, as long as you're in the ballpark.
Yeah, somewhere in
He's
here.
not going to raise a yellow onto it.
Okay, let's play the freeze. Let's get it in there.
Well, you know
I think
what?
that's the shot.
I thought,
Yeah.
I thought
think
the
that's
way
the easiest shot.
Rob Fowler was
Doubles
talking,
they're
he
just too
liked
far apart.
that double, and I thought that's what they were going to do.
like
So
that
for
turn,
him
or
to
you
buy
like this
into
turn?
this surprises me a little bit.
Me too, a little bit. Other
you
than
like.
it is the easiest shot, but the Rob's likes to hit. He
I know
likes to
this
throw
one
the doubles,
better,
but
though.
keep in mind he flashed one earlier, a thin double, so maybe that's in the back of his mind. This is a good call. You freeze this in. It's not an easy 2 for Alberta.
I don't want to go too much.
There's a bit of
Remember, if
room here.
Alberta had to move that, there would be no hole through that center line.
Yeah, we just need full 8.
If this is made decent, you can't really raise the yellow if you're Alberta either. That could be very dangerous.
Biting the 8 foot's not terrible, right?
Yeah, we just can't bounce.
Yeah. I'll try not to jump on it early.
Here are the brushers. The key is actually ensuring it's just in front of that redstone that is shot rock. You can never roll off. So they'll have to communicate it, or they will leave Kevin a big shot.
So many options here. You could play the double, you could play the run back, which would be really dangerous. You go wide right around all the left-hand Tim Hortons sign right through there and sit shot rock. It would be hard for Kevin to get at it. All kinds of options. Which one are you going to make?
At the moment, it is Alberta sitting 3. Final rock now. Manitoba's Rob Fowler, and Alberta does have the hammer here in this 8.
How much? 8, 7, 8.
Go around it, maybe. Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's heavy.
Coming down, actually. Coming down.
Yeah, go around
That's
it.
heavy. 7, 8.
Hard.
Boy, they might have to take a little rub here. No, now they picked it up. Semigalski into no. They're going to play plan B. They're going back with it. Going back with it. Going back. Button T-line. They're shot for the moment.
Ooh, that's trouble.
That's big trouble.
Had to be in front of shots.
Go with the other turn. This
Wow.
A little heavy in the straight spot, would not curl, and it's right in the hole.
Rob saw a couple over curl and die. He probably added a little bit just to get it through the fudgy area. And
I thought for a moment, sorry, Russ, to interrupt, I thought they might, if they could have saved it, maybe get the little wick, the little rub and roll off.
Allen was looking at that. Then they decided they could bury it in behind, but then it died a little bit on them, didn't it, Linda? I think in the third, fourth hand, they could carry that and get it buried. But big shot here.
Oh, is it ever for Alberta? They trail by 1.
Clean it. Clean it. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They're big. Rycroft, decent.
Clean.
Just watching
Whoa,
this
whoa,
now.
Off.
Game changer. Game changer. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Alberta. Time now for the M&M Meat Chops Final End Challenge. Right after the game, go to finalend.ca, enter the secret word for a chance to win a trip for 2 to see the 2013 World Junior Curling Championship in Sochi, Russia. The first 100 entries will have a chance to win a $50 M&M gift card, and all participants will get an M&M discount. The secret word is coming up. Wow. 4. In 8. Missed shots by Manitoba and Rob Fowler, and they are punished big time. 7-4. Alberta leads it. We go to 9, and Manitoba will have the last rock playing the Yellowstones.
Yeah, you hate to see that, Vic. Looked like a pick that caused the mistake in Rob's first one. Either that or cut a whole pile of pebble out there. Then his dad wanted to play the double, and that's his shot. And neither shot was wrong. I think the freeze was easier, but just after watching a couple rocks die a little bit faster than normal, he pumped it up a bit, and that cost him.
Clean. Yep.
It did seem once again that Alberta had a slow start and then a break. Maybe a little word from the coach, John Dunn, the sports psychologist, and they seem to turn it around in the second half one more time.
Exactly, twice today.
Well, this building, which has been extremely warm, somewhere they have opened some vents or some doors because there's draft around us right now at our end.
Nice way, Reg. Sorry.
Might have been when Linda went out to clean off the car.
I left the door open.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Come on, Linda.
What did I do?
No snow today. Actually, there was some showers in the area. Beautiful day here. +4, +5 degrees.
Hard.
It's supposed to be even milder tomorrow.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
This is going to be tough now for Manitoba.
Both these teams you have to really respect once you're down. It's so tough to score points. 2 perfect shots by Nolan and a really nice area on the center line.
Clean it. Pretty good.
Teams, when they were ahead like that, Vic, they'd throw one on the button and throw on top 12, but that would leave space to get a freeze in there. So now they bring them in a little tighter. No chance for Rob to freeze there other than to the top one.
8. Yep. 8, 9.
Whoa, then, whoa.
Whoa. Stop.
Trying to wrap it around the corner.
I don't mind it here, actually. It's not bad there.
By itself.
It's good. Good shot.
And it'll stop back 12. And the reason for the change in that strategy is what? Because the players have become so good?
Yes, and the ice. There's so much late finish. On some surfaces, you can't get in there anyways, even if you're top 12. But that little 3-4 feet of space, we see rocks curve right to the face in that little bit of time. So now they bring that in a little tighter. 2 perfect shots by Nolan.
Whoa. Clean?
Yeah.
Whoa. We're going to have to watch this one because that looked like a lot more kick from Pat Simmons. We've said he looks like he's feeling better. I hope he is. And that one he really drove out of the hack. So it could have gone straight, but it worked out just fine.
Well, today, I mean, earlier today, if you were with us and you saw him, you were reaching for the color adjustment button because he had a tint of green. But he looks much better tonight.
Should be 3.
Oh, it's in. It's in.
3.
Clean it.
Almost in.
Yeah. It's fine. Clean it for line. Clean it, Rich. Clean it.
It's almost in.
It's fine. We can't lose the line.
Oh, we can't have it in either.
Little biter's okay.
Yeah, we're biting.
Yep, it's going to have to bite. Yep. Good. Got a bite. Good shot, Alan.
Thought it was in.
Try this.
Don't mind it.
Sure. I think so. In turn.
Okay.
We roll in. That's fine. Feel.
Not so sure here. This is a good way to leave a center guard or a corner guard. Sorry, they want to roll inside or make the double. It's an incredibly straight spot. It's easily to pitch this back a half an inch and stick the shooter.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Roll it.
One. And he'll jam it at the back.
Exactly. Why when you're 3 up?
That's the question. It's like you're feeling like suddenly you're going to manufacture a big shot. You don't need it.
we stick
just
around.
peel it out.
You just see that coming in that spot.
Are you nosing it or no?
Or we roll.
Double and roll.
Okay.
Probably got to go solid nice.
Let's just make sure of the roll.
Don't forget, if they'd peeled that, if Rob decides to play this double, the only way you make the double and stay is to roll towards that yellow at the back.
Positive.
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
I'm not getting much.
Well, now I can try and roll in behind cover.
Firm up.
Alan Liburn.
Yep.
Yeah, hard, guys, hard.
Semigalski, Deneau. Oh,
Okay,
boy,
that's fine.
they'll make the short run back, get rid of one.
Yep.
Remember I threw that one here? I didn't think I was awful in it.
It curled like
Took
crazy.
off.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Find that, Kevin. Yeah.
Bad break for Allen. Even if you jam it, you'd like to leave them lined up, and this would be a little tougher shot for Kevin. This late in the end, just sit 2 points, see what happens.
What do we got?
Nose. This is okay. Or roll across it so there's no double and roll. But
Yeah, that's what we don't want is a double and roll there.
normal. This is that spot where that one took off from me.
Okay.
Taking back to a spot that did curl earlier.
It's like the center line's a bit of a magnet. You get close enough to it, it will pull it in.
Firm. Whoa. You give it a little bit of a push.
Well, he slides
Nothing.
occasionally
Clean.
to the left and puts it back, and that means it takes a long time to break.
Roll it.
And there it is.
Pretty good.
That's pretty
Can't
good.
make them both like double and roll.
Just kill one and roll.
Roll right behind.
It's tough, but I mean,
It's there. You think bumper? Just got to get it out to here, eh?
throw that roll and the way it's across that line, almost like throwing the nines.
Well, to make the, yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm not too worried about the double right
Okay,
now.
let's
but
just get two behind and then see what happens.
To make that roll perfect, Rob has to hit this into a jam situation. It would come right back this way, so they have to decide whether they're going to play soft weight roll across the top or just plain jam it and roll buried.
And the choice was to roll buried.
So that's the key, is it? They need to get that shot hidden?
I think so, Vic, because if you leave it out anywhere, Kevin's just going to try the thin double. He gets one of them. The most just scores two. They're really trying hard for the three here.
Playing for the roll.
Kind of wait for the roll.
Nice weight.
So you jam it, roll buried. If Kevin doesn't make the run back, you got a wide open hit for three, or Kevin plays the draw.
Easy.
Rob's trying to make the double, I think, with the soft weight and stay. That's a tough angle.
Hard, hard, hard. Whoa. Whoa.
Now wants to jump it over, and it'll sit there instead. I really thought he was trying to roll it over behind the red.
He was, and just
Not
a soft
terrible,
weight.
Rob.
And,
No, it's not bad.
it curled up just like Allen's.
Unless, like, I can only roll here, so here's a rock. Half, thick half.
Yeah.
Kevin rolls and guards the red. It gives a pretty simple double for Manitoba, so he's going to give the double a try here, the yellow double.
Is it a half a rock?
Just wants to make sure he gets one of Robbie's stones out.
Hitting and rolling in front of
If
it.
nothing else.
Big shot.
Yep. Kevin Cooney is last.
Whoa, 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 gee.
He didn't look comfortable on the throw.
It's like there's a spot there.
It really does curl there.
Go nice there, or you want to go bumper there?
I like going in tighter and going nice. Oh, edge, I think. Yep.
This happens in so many games, but if they play the double last end, what Rob's father suggested, you make the double, Kevin gets an easy two. You get the two right back.
Nice weight, guys.
Final stone.
Easy.
Looking to score a couple. Can afford to roll a little bit.
Clean. Good clean. Yep.
Yep, yep. Hard. Hard. Right down.
Manitoba. Rob Fowler will pick up two. But it's Alberta with the lead and the last rock coming home. Well, it's that time for the M&M Meat Shop's Final End Challenge, and the secret word is convenient. After the game, go to finalend.ca and enter that secret word, convenient, for a chance to win a trip for two to see the 2013 World Junior Curling Championship in Sochi, Russia. So Manitoba gets the deuce. Alberta has the lead. They also have the last rock coming home here in 10, playing the Redstone.
Line's good. Good. You got room. Nice and tight. It's tight. It's tight.
Manitoba will go for the two center guards. Played the long one first. We'll look for one tucked around it now.
Might be in as it is. It's in. Freeze it
Yep.
then. Yep.
It's coming in though, so now they're going to plan B, and that is the freeze.
Okay. Do that much more.
Another solid game from Derek. 86%. Made that one go higher.
You guys like that?
I don't know if I do.
You want to try the chip?
If you like it. I don't know what to play here. Expecting second.
What do you like, Pat?
Make your choice.
Pat Simmons likes the split.
You certainly love it if it's made. I think they're just a little concerned with how to play it.
You could go with the other turn here. If you breeze right by, you jiggle that freeze opportunity.
Yep. Got to go line.
You miss this, you miss
really
everything.
Gotta go. Really got to go. Hard.
Across it.
Lots of weight. Hard. Whoa. Hit it thin. Whoa. Hard, Pat. Go on the red. Go on the red. Get way over. Way over.
Go.
Beautiful shot.
Well done, Nolan Thiessen.
Top of the button right where he wanted. Comes back with the perfect speed for the tick. Great stone.
6 feet.
It's 3. Oh, then.
Just stay down. Hard clean, Derek.
3.
Hard clean. Never off.
Still 3. Oh. Might be 4.
Whoa, then. Whoa.
Over curl.
Oh, no curl lots. Whoa.
Can't
Whoa.
be heavy. Yep. Hard. Okay.
Wow.
Half?
Here's a chance.
Half to the thin side.
Blasted in.
Well, a little bit of a sucker play, I guess. If you hit this too thick, you pick out your own. That would be the only thing that Manitoba's hoping for. Yeah, that's a big mistake.
Carter Rycroft.
Hard. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Hard. Whoa.
Thin. Oh, very nice. Goodness. Beauty. And as he got a game tonight.
He was a little slow because in the first half he was playing so many draws and struggling with what we think is maybe a stone that isn't matched. Now, this is the Carter we know from earlier today, the takeout Carter, making them disappear.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Need that on the first one. That's good. Need that on the first one.
Yep. Whoa.
Oof. Well, if you look at the scoreboard and you see 4 and an 8, that would be the game story, I guess.
Well, to start, the story was really Manitoba dominating in the first half, got the first deuce on a nice split, but then it turned around in 6. There was the steal, and that 4 happened, Vic, because of a pick Rob Fowler had, and then a draw that landed right in the middle of a hole, and it left a takeout for Kevin Cooey.
The game story brought to you by M&M Meat Shops. Hundreds of meal ideas, one aisle.
I have to say that I'm very impressed with Rob Fowler, though. We heard him after the loss in the 1-2 game to Ontario. Great leadership, trying to rally the troops and say we have another chance. And even in this game, a great start really got the team fired up.
It's good.
And stayed positive through 9, where they got the deuce and gave themselves a chance coming home.
Just leave it.
Should be 7.
Curl. Yep.
Really good.
Hard, Derek.
Maybe 8, Robbie. 8.
That's fine. Hard.
There
Derek.
it goes.
Hard. Derek. Go. Hard. Hard. Go. Hard.
All right.
Good shot.
Ready up.
They can see that, but if you throw soft weight and you hit the guard thick enough, you roll over for a center, which would be a massive mistake. So let's remove this one.
Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Roll it hard. Gotta go. Keep going. Go.
Boy. Shooter remains there out in front, covering the edge of the 4. Well, in these two teams, Manitoba and Alberta, you've got the leaders. Manitoba, Alberta, all-time Canadian championships. Manitoba last year won its 27th with Jeff Stoughton, and Alberta's 25th came 2 years ago through that man, Kevin Cooey.
Glenn Howard has a third of those Ontario wins.
Just nice.
Yep. Hard.
Thought they might just come around this corner guard here. They cannot roll out.
There it goes.
Oh boy, they got to hold this for him.
Sit. Good shot.
Well, they did. Great job to hold it. Still, though, it'll spill out into the open. T-line, 8 foot. Manitoba is sitting 2, but without last rock.
Look at these last couple ends, eh?
Fairly thin.
Is it better to make it like this?
What?
Is it better to make it like this?
There are some final ends where you feel so confident. You're looking at that house and thinking, no matter what we do, I still feel like I can hit the button. I'm not sure if this Alberta team feels as confident with this sheet of ice.
You might not want to be playing a board waiter against 3 rocks either.
And then just in some of these decisions here, Russ, it seems, Kevin is asking down the ice, what do you want, rather than being definitive and saying, this is what I want.
Yep. Hard.
Chip it by. Yes, he'll pick it out. My goodness. Pat Simmons may play for neighboring Alberta now, but he still has lots of support. The Moose Jaw native.
What a gutty performance out of this Pat. He's just running on fumes and making all the shots. The only one he's really missed is that run back to first when he didn't roll far enough and made up for it there. That's a big shot. Not only is only one in the rings, there's no guards.
And for Simmons, who went and joined Cooey, it was about chasing the Olympic dream. Well, right now it's chasing for him. Anyway, it would be a first Canadian championship. It should end that way for him.
Basically mirror that one would be great.
Yep. Even them up, I guess.
That was a thin way to play that double.
Just try and mirror them up, okay?
In a straight spot. Took a lot of confidence to put the broom down for Pat on that one.
We'll try and make him look at 2. Speed's the same?
Yeah.
Seems good, Rudder. Split the T-line, 305 then?
It was 25 years ago that Rob's father, Brian, represented Manitoba, 1987.
Should be all there.
T-line, guys.
7-8.
Easy then.
T-line.
Just a 7. Just need a 7. Just need a 7.
Pretty good.
Make sure. It's dying.
There.
Just need a 7.
T-line.
Yeah, we're there.
T-line, just T-line.
We're there.
Just T-line, guys. Whoa. What a day.
It's heavy.
Dig.
Sure.
That's a good spot.
.205 with the timeout, so we'll take our timeout.
Rolling into the 4-foot?
Yeah, nose is just got to be shot.
Yeah, got to be shot.
Nose is good enough. Good boards.
Okay.
If they're going to roll towards the 4-foot, you might want to be deep 4-foot because Rob's going to freeze.
Clean it.
Clean it.
No.
Whoa.
Clean.
Clean.
I think they're trying for close to nose, hoping for shot.
Got a curl,
rock.
Carter. Got to be right off. Got to be right off.
And it looks like they are.
I think that's a better spot than rolling behind the line myself.
Timeout has been called. You overheard Rob say to his dad, we'll call the timeout.
To roll in further. Yeah, I can.
Or do you want to try and roll in and nibble the 4-foot?
Well, what do you want him to do? You want him to draw? You want him to hit?
6 1 half dozen the other. At least if
he just threw one the other. He's not too comfortable with maybe playing that intern coming at it, but
if I can roll it in 6 inches, at least it changes his line a little bit.
A little bit. He's probably, well...
If he knows it, he'd probably draw. If you roll it in, he's probably going to hit you.
Hit it, yeah. I just hit it on the nose.
What do you guys think? Do you have a preference? You want to try and roll in a little bit? Just to change his line?
No.
I think no, or a roll half a rock is fine.
I think nose, because then that way, if he does go to play a hit, it makes it harder. He's going to roll it.
Yeah, well, nose up here is no guarantee, right?
So if he knows it, he's probably going to draw.
I like nose.
I like
just
nose.
like Alan said. I like what Alan's saying.
Okay, nice weight.
Then if he noses it, you might get shot rock.
I hear you. Yeah. Okay, nice weight. Should be good there.
I like this call, just a simple hit and stay. You can't make it any fancier. You roll in behind in this area, it makes that draw shot easier. You hit it dead on, then Kevin's got a decision to make. If he hits it dead on and doesn't roll a little bit, this rock over here might end up getting the steal point. Then Kevin might have to draw, and if he's drawing against 2, you never know.
Right now, Kevin Cooey's draws are very good, but as I said, this is a tricky part of the game when you're not sure if the ice is sliding the same way as it was when you were throwing those earlier draws.
Manitoba trails by 1. Looking for the nose hit. Final rock for Rob Fowler.
He's got a curl. Has to curl.
Oh, and he's going to roll away. Roll away.
It's good. Force changed his turn.
Looking for any bit of a positive.
Sure. Come on, went tracked, hey? That's what his did too, actually.
Yeah. Well, we got him over on this outturn side.
Right here, his control. Yeah.
Do you like a bit less?
No, I think that's good. That'll come up just nice. Yep.
Pretty straight spot.
The lady that is looking between her elbows is Kevin's wife, Carla.
Weight?
Same weight.
Okay. Pop through one out here and whatever, it didn't do much. Okay.
more.
Final
Little
stop.
more.
Leads by 1.
Clean it. Whoa, off.
He's back right off now.
Clean,
Nothing at all. Rycroft sees it. Going to hit it. Can't afford to roll outside. He won't. It brings Carla to her feet. And just as they did 2 years ago, Alberta has come through the 3-4 game. And it'll be a rematch against Ontario and Glenn Howard for this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
Not a fight, you guys. Not a fight.
206 gold medal game. Team Alberta versus Team Ontario.
team. They will now be in the bronze medal game against the Territories. Ontario, Alberta, the top 2 seeds coming in, will meet for this year's Canadian Men's Curling Championship. Rob Fowler has to gather himself up again after a disappointing loss last night. Now he loses to Alberta, and they'll be on the ice. Fowler against Cooey. The Territories against Manitoba, Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on TSN2.
The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Roll Up the Rim to Win. It's time for Tim's. The 2012 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group. Proud to be a sponsor of the Season of Champions. Your dreams, our strategies. By Scotties, proud supporter of women's curling for over 30 years. And by Capital One, what's in your wallet?
So here's what's ahead on our final day here in Saskatoon. Championship Sunday, bronze medal game, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Make a note of it on TSN2. Then at 7:30 Eastern Time tomorrow evening, we'll preview the gold medal game. We'll look back at this wonderful week here in Saskatoon. And then, of course, playing for the championship, just as they did 2 years ago, it will be Glenn Howard against Jamie Cooey, Ontario against Manitoba. When we join you again for Championship Sunday here at the Tim Hortons Brier on Canada's sports leader, TSN.
Go, 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 go.